got the low top Vans with the ripped out pants. I don't know no karate, but I'ma fight your mans. Got the blacked out Vans with the inside tan. Yeah, she know she a baddie, but she don't do romance. She a dancer, prancer, she don't got the answer. Praying every day, but then she linking up a match. Now she want a Bugatti, but she don't want no fame. Got a Porsche and a Rari, bitch, I won't take no blame. I go fast in this bitch, I take a nap in this bitch, I make it clap. When she sit, I got no max in this shit, but it's still pop, pop, pop. I make them drop, drop, drop. Wake up in a new whip, I'm at the top, 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 but I'm tripping. She said, oh my God, I love the new whip. Can I please take a pic? I wanna be there for the flicks. Jenny caught a break and now she feeling for the dick. I told her please step back, cause I ain't falling for the tricks. Unconditional, don't do no subliminals. This hoe's a compositional. She thinks the money's printable, and she don't got no principles. Welcome to reality, this shit is kinda fictional. She icy on the outside, she thinks the pain is visible. It's not important, bitch, I've been told I look invisible. I can't ignore it, I won't pretend that I'm a legend. I don't deserve it, feel like I'm running in a circle, inside a serpent. Shawty got the low top Vans with the ripped out pants. I don't know no karate, but I'ma fight your mans. Got the blacked out Vans with the inside tan. Yeah, she know she a baddie, but she don't do romance. She a dancer, prancer, she don't got the answer. Praying every day, but then she linking up a match. Now she want a Bugatti, but she don't want no fame. Got a Porsche and a Rari, bitch, I won't take no shame. Got the low top Vans with the ripped out pants. I don't know no karate, but I'ma fight your mans. Got the blacked out Vans with the inside tan. Yeah, she know she a baddie, but she don't do romance. She a dancer, prancer, she don't got the answer. Praying every day, but then she linking up a match. Now she want a Bugatti, but she don't want no fame. Got a Porsche and a Rari, bitch, I won't take no blame. Yo.
Our love was lost.
Hey, hey,
Where'd you go? Well, now we found.
oh yeah.
Where'd you go?
Uh,
Where'd you go?
Doing a happy dance.
Oh my God, this shit's spoken.
Doing a happy dance.
Where'd you go?
Doing a happy dance. Yeah.
Our love was Where'd you go? What'd you do? How the hell you made me fall in love with you? And then you leave, now you're gone. All I got is this damn song, so I can't feel, but I can't touch. You said my love was a bit too much. Broke my heart, can't find no crush, so why don't you come on back home? Hey, I'm a fucking workaholic with a passion in my heart. Treating rapping as an art, which you have to be a part of. I just copped a new car to hear it start up. Try to do the right thing and please come on. All I want to know is where the fuck did you have to go? I've been waiting on you, baby. Why don't you leave and come on home? I can't be mad, I'm living my dream. Going all around the globe. No, you said you think you love me. You need to let me know. So I've been fucking all these hoes, and I've been blowing all this cash. Cause baby, this just the beginning, and I'ma make all of it back. Where'd you go? What'd you do? How the hell you made me fall in love with you? And then you leave, now you're gone. All I got is this damn song, so I can't feel, but I can't touch. You said my love was a bit too much. Broke my heart, can't find no crush, so why don't you come on back? Hey, hey, it's all good, everybody trying to eat tonight. Trying to go to sleep, having good dreams tonight. You go home, it might get better. All I know, it don't last forever. So take it while you gotta try to get a little more. They say I'm getting better than I ever been before. Well, that's for sure. Tell them what I do. Rap keep me fed like a spoon getting soup. I've been out here on the road, and now they missing me at home. All these ex-girls that I used to know are hitting up my phone, but I ain't here. I guess you can't call back. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, I think I'll take all that. Where'd you go? What'd you do? How the hell you made me fall in love with you? And then you leave, now you're gone. All I got is this damn song, so I can't feel, but I can't touch. You said my love was a bit too much. Broke my heart, can't find no crush, so why don't you come on back home? Yeah, and it gets no better than this, yeah, it gets no better than this. Yeah, it gets no better, yeah, it gets no better, yeah, it gets no better, this shit forever. Get no better, get no better, yeah, get no better, yeah, this shit forever. Bum ba bum 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 bum. You can cut it here and then we're done.
Hotel tripping, the view seen it come low-key. 50 more hours, we cuddled up in the cold sheets. Camera roll feeling, we probably never gon' post these. You just told me you love me for no reason. Feel my love somewhere right now. Build me up, don't tear me down. All the way up, I scream it out loud. Feel my love somewhere right
We
now.
had me in the summer, but her heart's so cold. Cause she think of the past and she worry about her goals. And she wonder what her mom and her dad think. Cause she don't wanna be a nurse or an athlete. She wanna break rules and break into pools. Make so much but not make the news. Sky's so clear but she feeling blue. Cause the last man left her out of the blue. Oh no, but that won't happen again. Girl, take a few nights, go and laugh with your friends. You can feel my love from the minute we met. Every second that I'm with you, I go up
Yeah,
in
you
the
take me high.
Yeah, you take me higher.
You know I wanna go high.
Yeah, you take
And
me
I just
higher.
wanna be yours. Come on, feel my love somewhere right now. Build me up, don't tear me down. All the way up, I scream it out loud. Feel my love somewhere right now. I gotta put a second verse, don't I? I gotta keep her in the know, don't I? See through the glass, 4 eyes, I see the glow. Your eyes put off a shine. I tried to keep it cool, I lied, no I didn't. I melted right in the spot, yeah I felt it. It was smooth to the touch, it was velvet. Couldn't help it, I yelled it. I needed someone to know that I want you to feel my love somewhere right now. Build me up, don't tear me down. All the way up, I scream it out loud. Feel my love somewhere right now. Hotel tripping, the view seen it come low-key. 50 more hours, we cuddled up in the cold sheets. Camera roll feeling, we probably never gon' post these. You just told me you love me for no reason.
Yeah, gotta aim for the top like. Hold up, yeah. I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles that I'm in my element. It's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then, breaking my back to make it out, got me feeling like pain. I ain't never need your help, I know you wishing me well. A penny for your thoughts, but seeing no change. I snap for the sun like Diddy. The riches got a mad ass son, I'm like Billy. I ain't never switch up, whole team with me. But known for my city like OAGZ. Set the pace as long as you finish. Consumers find a way inside your business. Babble if they try to dabble in it and they hate the fact that they may have to witness. You tryna aim for the top like this and you're in your element with a fire like this. And they hoping you fall and they praying you miss. But it's all in the risk, I got you with the switch, you know. I'm in the zone. Give me the throne. One shot, that's all that you got. That's all that I know. Foot on the gas. 155 on the road. You could be a friend of me, an enemy. Keep that same old energy, cause I know I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. I'm in my element, I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. Keep that same energy. I'm in my element, ooh, yeah. I'm in my element, flow is like water. I'm forced through the fire, I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth, following God and you grinding, you do as you told. I don't work to make you like me, but I'm front and center, word to Spike Lee. And God came in the nick of time.
Ice, nice, searching, lurking. Creep up from behind, you better ask, is it worth it? Pull up with some 30s, you don't see us 30s. Triple-A styrofoam cup full of 30s. Ice, nice, searching, lurking. Before you cross the line, better ask, is it worth it? Got some shooters out in Brooklyn, shake you up like Kyrie Irving. They gon' pull it from the line every time, they ain't nervous. And one thing is for certain, my gacho, he gon' ride, and I'm thankful for his service. Yeah, he cried when he saw that back and told him that he earned it. She said, let's go get a bag. She ain't talking about no Birkin. So you can't hit our line unless it's money, then it's urgent. Man, it's always green. Satan trying to tempt me, but I won't eat from the tree. Boy, if I catch you lacking, I'ma press you with this heat. Yeah, walk inside a jewelry store and we went on a spree. Ayy, how many y'all seen half a mil before you 23? How many y'all hit the bank, her welcome, bachelor, please take a seat. They already know how I like my tea. Double bag, hot and green. Honey, same color my jeans. I got Wrangler on my briefs. Sauce him up like some Tabasco, put some pep up in his step. Someone hand this man a towel, we about to get him wet. I'm a young Stanley Kubrick, got it.
I got that fettuccine. 101 on my wrist. Number 2 when this world don't exist. Ay, 3 rings, heavy gliss. 4th time is a charm, we the shit. We the shit, yeah, yeah. I got what you like, yeah. Don't put up a fight, no, 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 no. Put you on the flight, yeah. Girl, you out of sight, yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause I want you and you know that. And I need you and you know that. Wanna love you and you know that. Who said love don't last forever? Come on, gotta trust me. Baby, baby, please just don't start jumping to conclusions, girl. I want you and
hard work pays off, I think that's a lie. Cause I work hard, but all these demons by my side. And I take drugs, but that don't matter, I'm always high. Guess that's the normal me at this point in my life. But you just can't get away. The times I've tried to stay, now I'm always feeling like I need you. I let my brain just rot away, cause I can't find a way to stop myself from thinking of you. But now I'm in the deep end, I don't even need that. So tired of love, it's always ended for no reason. They never cared about me, guess it's fuck.
NBA dust, dunking down the double cups. Know a hoodie on, about as yellow as the fucking sun. Give her 6 cents Subway, bread doubled up. Hopping off the metro just to take another yellow bus. Got a name of Marcus, then come over for Disney Plus. She want me to roll the runs, but never ever brings a blunt. She wants me to focus, but I don't think that she the one. Baby, I just pulled this, so I'ma sip it till it's done. It's Duck Dynasty, Ducker, you gon' die nasty. There's a 3.5 in my wood, and it's gassy. Feel like Shaggy, fuck around and be my Daphne. I don't want the wraith, I want the ghost, I'm going ghastly. Yeah, I got the kick, I wrote an eighth, I don't like passing. That's your hoe under my mistletoe, we smoking pine trees. With my bro in the studio, that's where you'll find me. I got folks from back home, that'll do you grimy. NBA dust, dunking down the double cups. Know a hoodie on, about as yellow as the fucking sun. Give her 6 cents Subway, bread doubled up. Hopping off the metro just to take another yellow bus. When I touch bands, I'm sending all my brother's bands. From my lips to God's ears to my mother's hands. All the wrong I did, I see the grim like Billy Mandy. Can't forget the things I did when I was off the Xans. Take it cause I know I'm missing family. Keep the cup, I know it's doing damage. Do that because of these feelings. She gonna suck it anyway. NBA dust, dunking down the double cups. Know a hoodie on, about as yellow as the fucking sun. Give her 6 cents Subway, bread doubled up. Hopping off the metro just to take another yellow bus.
Baby, your body on fire. Could I get you right to fulfill your desires? Your body smoking, I think we should light up. Roll with me tonight, mommy, let me invite you. Let's make a scene, let's make a scene, let's make a scene. Let's make a scene, let's make a scene, let's make a scene. Let's make a scene, let's make a scene, let's make a scene. Let's make a scene, let's make a scene, let's make a scene. Interaction, what's happening? You a whole vibe, fuck a fraction. Numbers do not lie, you a dog, yeah, for the captain. Once you by my side, that's the only main attraction. The way you murking bitches, swear you some type of assassin. Damn, am I gassing? Need you right now, fuck past tense. Yeah, girl, imagine, matching my fly high fashion. My line, ball with me. Prime time, get in a mix. Tie-dye, are you fucking with me? I come and roll with me for the night. Let's get right. I got Dro and Hennessy. If you're trying to take flight, you should be my ecstasy. Yeah, I'm all that you need. Yeah, make it number one, never two. Count on me. Yeah, baby, this party's on fire. Know you feeling right? Time to take this shit higher. Your body smoking, I think we should light up. Now that you're here, I'm glad I could ignite ya. Let's make a scene, let's make a scene, let's make a scene. Let's make a scene, let's make a scene, let's make a scene. Let's make a scene, let's make a scene, let's make a scene. Let's make a scene, let's make a scene, let's make a scene. Got you fully in focus, but we just pulled up a few more cups. Stress vanishing like hocus. Cause it's some magic feeling right now. Clear no static with you right now. Know what it is, won't need no trial. I'm thinking you from the inside. We gon' get back and get turned up. Ride me, baby, wavy surf club. Rowdy and Bobby murder. Made the kitty dance, leave it murder. She keep dripping on me, so we immerse up. Got some ego, got you moving cursively. In the building like a furnace. Hot mommy, put it on me urgently. Call your friends up. I don't value the pants up. Slide to the pen and get bent up. Now this young, I got stamina. Rich, sex, so glamorous. You the one, it's unanimous. How you hitting all these high notes? Think the neighbors gon' want a manager. Baby, your body on fire. You so enticed and I'm hypnotized by ya. Your body smoking, mommy, let's get higher. Follow my lead, lock the door right behind ya. Girl of my dreams, 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 let's make a scene. Girl of my dreams, 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 girl of my dreams.
bitch, stop the cap. KJ, what you want?
Take a bag and turn it up a little bit more this summer. Order the rest from the bank. I bought a bag, this bitch can't even hold a honey. Why you texting like I'm your sugar daddy? This bitch just think I'm old or something. And I wish a bitch would pull up to my crib with that bullshit you bold or something. If you made me mad in here and I stank, they made me mad in here and I blank. Did that shit there, what the hell was you thinking? Upgrade my armor, I whip out a K. 5 get the fuck out my face, I send a whole deal right away. In that moment, they think I ain't poppin', I'm chillin'. I put that shit in their face. I think this bitch off the heroin. I was late to class the bell ring. Someone waiting for the mail lady. Counting different color bells lately. Pink bitch, I won't tell with it. Twin sisters, I'ma tell city. If I pull it out, I know she will live. I'm a fool, I know you cannot deal with me.
Do we still not have audio? Oh, we do have audio now. Okay. Well, welcome to the actual start of the stream, I guess. Zoms, what do we have in store for us today?
Oh my, we have a lot in store for us. Welcome everybody. Sorry about that. Audio is a little bit bugged, but we have 3 surprise guests from each league. That is going to be Premier, Rising Star, and Challenger, and all of that is leading up into a insane show match between Steelhawks Challenger and the Rochester Rhythm in Challenger, and it is going to get hot. We're going to ask some crazy questions and stick around. If we want to show our guests, they are here. Well, it's I'm an idiot. We might want to look at the schedule real quick. Let's hop over there to that. You want to lead us through that, CT?
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna go in a little bit of a funky order here, just because we have a challenger show match at the end. We're gonna start out with the Premier people. We have Bryant, Fours, and Mogi in the background right now. We'll head back over to the Rising Star with our special guests J-Bait, Jaws, and Seer, and then right before our show match, we're gonna also have Haz, Flow, and Clash for Challenger. And I mean, I don't think we're going to get to predictions for a little bit, but I feel like I have a crazy take down there.
Oh yeah, that's it. It is gonna get spicy for sure. And I'm just excited because this is the first time ever doing this. We're gonna make some mistakes here and there, but just let us know. And if there's stuff that you guys want to hear, just spam comments. We're reading the Twitch chat. Just please ask us some brain rot questions. This is supposed to be fun. And okay, maybe don't. I'm hearing in. Don't do that, guys.
No, do it. I'll ask the question. Do it.
All right, but we are ready to bring our guests on. Let's just get right into it. We only got about 20 minutes to ask these Premier boys some crazy questions. So here we are. Fours, Mogi, Bryant. How are y'all doing today?
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Yo, this Mogi cam is insane.
How do I fix this?
This is perfect. This is great.
We're just gonna close up Mogi cam this entire time.
All right.
I'll be here in a minute.
All right, we'll get them back in just a second. CT, do you want to ask an opening question for us?
Yeah, I mean, we'll go very, very simple. I mean, all of you guys are first round, obviously. I think we'll get into that later. But I mean, the general question to start off is just how do you feel your season has been so far? Not really looking at standings, not looking at any trade windows. Like, how's your season gone? And I think we'll start from left to right. We'll start with Forrest here.
I'd say my seasons has gone pretty average. To expectations, number one standings. So
Mhm. As expected, of course.
I mean, that's might be the most Chad answer possible. All right. Well, let's keep going. Mogi, how about yourself? Being the 1 seed, lots of expectations, but what is he doing?
It's going good, man. It's going good.
Is-
We're winning sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having fun with 40 and Mexi. They're cool people.
Nice. All right. Hell yeah. W answer. And Bryant, how about yourself? The Bryant Burger himself. How's your season been going?
Not ideally, but it's only up from here. Only up.
You're at the bottom of the barrel. There's only sky above you. You can only go up.
Yeah.
That is at least a good way to think about it. Now, the league has been pretty crazy this season, and for me at least, it felt like the closest it's ever been. Now, in at least a while. Now, like compared to last season, there's people like Gisk and Bubble Pros here and there, but I still feel like the overall it's like so close, so competitive. Would you guys agree with that, or do you think maybe it's fallen off a little bit? I mean, we have a 1 seed here. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think this is one of our most competitive seasons. But I mean, there's obviously some teams that I will not talk about.
No, call them out. Call them out.
Go for it.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's just team is completely blowing up at the bottom end. So
you think there's some stuff going on at the bottom end?
I mean, people leaving, retiring, wanting different teams, too many franchises. So
and there's not any options for them.
No options. So
how about you two? What y'all think, Mogi?
I think we're falling off.
Ooh,
I think the league fell off.
The league.
I think there's not as much good people as there usually have been. Like no Sauce, no Gusky, none of that.
No Bubble Pros.
No.
They all ran. Maybe they're scared of Mogi though. You ever think about that?
Nah, I didn't think of that.
All right.
I mean, do you agree though that the average has gone a little bit up for the Premier? Because we don't have those top talents, but it seems like the average gameplay has gone up a bit.
No way.
Really? So you think
I think the average has gone down. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so but do you still think the floor and the ceiling have gotten closer, or do you just think it's gone down?
It's gotten closer in the sense of the top players have left, and some of the lower players have also kind of left, but they're all closer in skill, but not the way the league has intended, I'd assume. So. I mean,
12 teams.
TT?
Oh, yeah. So in the background, we heard the question of what do you think needs to be done to fix that kind of thing?
Well, there's just, I think, too many franchises at the moment, which causes more skill to be dispersed into the teams, which lowers the level of teams overall. And an easy fix would just be to bring back 12 franchises again, which was the way it used to be in the past. So, and it was really competitive back then. So that's I think that would be like the number one thing to do right now.
Yeah, I think we heard that Mogi also thinks the same thing. But Bryant, do you also have somewhat of the same thing? Do you think 12 teams is the best way to go?
I think there's a few different options, but I think less premier teams definitely makes sense. If I agree with them that the skill is not what it used to be in previous seasons, for premier at least. So I think something should happen for sure. but what that is, who knows?
Yeah, I've always liked the idea of maybe not just dropping only Premier, because I feel like if you drop only Premier, that's gonna, have a domino effect all the way down. You're gonna be kicking people out of the league. But I understand, like, just seeing like this season, even last season, where it just ends up with a bottom team with no players, or there's no options if a team wants to make a change. There's just nothing they can do. And I think just simply having less teams could at least help that. Yeah, I don't know. We're in a weird spot right now. I mean, Prospect. I was not around during the Prospect days, but hey, CT, big champion Prospect guy must have thought that was pretty good. I don't know. I think adding the next league. I mean, you have to drop some GMs that we just said hello to, which could be kind of tough. How would they decide that? Would they just look at who did the worst this season and say, "See you later"? Bryant, your name would be on contention here.
Whoa, buddy. Surely we're throwing out some other names before me here.
Yo,
What
chill,
the
chill,
hell?
chill.
My team is 11th. My team is 11th. I'm making the top 12 here. Let's relax. Come
Listen,
on.
wait, okay,
Also,
okay.
we're like 18 and 18. We're even. We just didn't do good in the major. Nobody. The Brainer did good in the major, but hey, it happens. It happens.
We do not talk about the major. All right, that thing was major 2 is all that matters. Am I right,
Yeah,
guys?
just
All right.
Wait for major 2.
Well, let's get a little bit back into the Premier specific stuff. Let's actually go into a little bit of a could be a little bit of a toxic topic. I want to know, going into the rest of this regular season, maybe even like Major 2 and LAN, but really looking at this regular season, what are your like top team and lowest team that you're either scared or not scared of? With I think Duluth is at the top right now, Force, so you might be scared of a little bit different teams, but what is that team that you're really scared to go up against no matter what?
I think the hardest team I've come across has been that Fargo team of Gavalanche and Night Fang, I believe, is the roster. Just the way they play is really it forces my team to play in a way that we're not really comfortable with. So we just it makes us have to focus up a lot more than we'd like. So
we can look at the leaderboard here as
and
well.
they're also on the trend of winning all their games in the past 3 weeks. So I think they're definitely a bigger component or opponent than most people would believe right now.
Nice. You do have to answer the second half of that question too. Who are you calling out? Who are you not scared of?
Who am I not calling out?
You can't just say Winnipeg because they have no team. Come on.
No, they have a team now.
Gotta say a real
They
team.
have a team now.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
I have not seen any of them play though, so I have no clue about them. But I can say in scrims that St. Paul team is not good.
Bang, bang. All right. We'll move on. Mogi, what are we thinking here? Who has aura on this field? Who has the most? Who strikes fear into you? And then on the other side of that coin as well. But who's the most dangerous team out here in your eyes?
Loki, I think it's the Rochester Rhythm.
Ooh.
Duluth is second up there though. I'll give it.
What's our explanation on it?
Rochester, they're just better. They're better.
They also just got an upgrade, so
yeah, they best third in the league.
That's a good shout. That's a very good shout. Okay, but you're not going to get away from this question.
Brian Stevens.
Least scared.
What?
Buddy, really?
What did you say?
Brian, he's calling out Bryant live. Brian, what do you got here?
Well, Mogi's not scared of me?
I haven't lost to Bryant since season 8, so
Don't we play this week and your teammates are Mexi and 40? What? Come on, buddy.
Let's go. Let's get the show match going. Come on, buddy.
Did you take Duluth to 5? That's what I thought, buddy.
We played Duluth in the first week of the season. Who knows what would happen now?
The
Also,
Rio.
the team you're terrified of, we beat 3-1, by the way.
Ooh.
Fraud,
Okay,
Saying,
Brian.
just saying.
fraud win.
Fraud win, huh?
Oh.
Fraudulent win according to Moki. Moki's gone.
Why do I think go? Woo!
So Brian, then who are you not scared of?
Well, I'm definitely not scared of Mogi's team this week.
So
But
0% chance you lose that game, huh?
yeah, I mean that would be pretty
Write that
sad.
one down, everybody. Write that one down.
I'm not really scared of the bottom 5 teams. The bottom 5 teams are kind of ass.
This is
Got
true.
him. And then I didn't hear you. Like, what team are you like? Has like what's the scariest team right now?
The most, I don't know if there's any scary team. I feel like we can beat every team, but the most annoying team to play is Bloomington. Like, obviously, obviously.
Just demo chasers, man. Like, what do you do? Clash
Well,
somehow did it.
I think we figured out how to beat them. You kind of just got to hold boost down the whole game, and then they can't reach you, and then they make mistakes. But
Brian might have the tech. He just leaked the tech to everybody.
Yep, that might be the tech.
I mean, going into that a little bit more as well, I know Rising Star and Challenger, those physical playstyles are insanely hard to play against. Is it kind of the same in Premier? Do you see a lot of the successful teams being physical, or is there a lot more solo mechanics inside of Premier too? And I think we'll start this off with Bryant. What do you think on that?
I just think like Challenger and Rising Star can be much more like solo carried teams, whereas Premier you pretty much just need to have a fully good team and a team that plays well together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what that playstyle is could be anything. Like, I feel like you have like St. Cloud that just kind of like generally like try to play to each other and play well. Then you have Bloomington who's always demoing, and you have like Kansas City who is Catamac just holding boost down, and then his teammates try to support him. Like, there's a lot of different ways to approach that.
Any thoughts from Forrest or Moki on those playstyles?
I agree with Bryant.
He's right.
Brian's right.
I do think it's dodging bumps isn't that big of a deal in Premier. I think really the only players that struggle with it or get annoyed by it are mainly the round 3 players, which in Premier this season you could consider like challenger players.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really, you need a team structure in Premier to have a chance at winning, which Challenger and Rising Star players don't normally have. It's usually just you got your solo player and then you got 2 people trying to support them, which isn't really a structure. That's just individual skill. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like so many playstyles are going up, because if we even look at just that, I believe it's the 1st seed and the 9th seed are only dispersed by 10 points. Does that, from honestly all 3 of you guys, does that scare you for whatever points come out for Major 2, or are you locked in of you think the standings are pretty accurate on what teams are the better and worse than the others?
I don't think it's really that accurate. I think a lot of teams could easily be like number 1 or number 2 at the end of this major. I don't think it'll be accurate going to LAN either. I think there will be some upsets that won't carry through into LAN, and other teams will start performing at LAN compared to the major.
You keep on pointing to yourself. I want to know your opinions on this.
I'm happy that there's a small point differential because we might make LAN if we win every single game. Not gonna happen, but
no, you gotta be confident with it. It's gonna happen. You're the MVP of last season. It's gonna happen.
If I was Brian, it would happen, but I'm not Brian.
Not Brian. Unfortunately, not Brian. That is tough. Now, we are hearing in. Oh, I'm listening. The Twitch chat has spoken. Rob has to know. What are your thoughts on Omaha replacing Kai with Fluffy?
It's a better team.
Or Kai replacing Fluffy. He just needs to know. He needs to know what you guys think about this.
I think it's a big upgrade. But I've played with and against Kai a lot. So for me, it'll be an easier matchup than trying to read Fluffy, because he's inconsistent, so it can be difficult to like tell if he's gonna pull it off or not when he's like in the air or anything. But Kai, he's consistent. He'll be really good for them. He'll bring their average higher up. But I think it'll be easier to play against, at least for my team.
All right, and Bryant Bogey.
I'm not worried.
I told Rob he should have picked Kai with notice, like as the draft was happening. Right after, he's like, thoughts on my draft? I'm like, why didn't you pick Kai with notice? They're like best friends. But
they'll have chemistry too, so that gives them an edge as well.
Gonna be strong, super strong. Just another strong team. There's just so many teams that are, like you said before, in contention for that 1-2 top 4, which is so important going into LAN. And I mean, just the league is so close right now. It's just so exciting. Each week, someone could be that could be 8th right now, could just end up in 11th, and it's just insane.
I mean, what you were saying with the standings thing, like I feel like a lot of the teams like 1 through 11 could all win the second major, to be honest, in Premier. Like I think the bottom 5 teams have genuinely 0% chance, but 1 through 11, maybe with exceptions of like Chicago and Omaha, could all win.
Who's on Chicago?
Well, I'd like to hope we could also win, but we'll see. We'll see.
Shots fired on the bottom 5, but he's barely scraping above them. Like, hello.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Keep in mind, 11th has won 6 games. Every team below that has won 4 or less. 4 or less all season. At least we've won half our regular season games.
Did you win a major game?
Okay. Yeah, you beat a team with a sub. Good work.
So Mogi might have more major points than the entire Brainerd franchise. All right.
Not Messiah, though. Not Messiah.
Hey, I wish I played a team with a sub round 1. I wish.
Yeah, we got farmed, unfortunately, but it's not. Oh no. CT.
Oh, you're putting this back onto me?
Yeah, I'm putting this back on you.
Okay. I mean, let's go back into that. I swear this is going to be the last little bit. We only have like a minute or two to answer this. You guys are all the first round. So when you're going into match day, as like being Premier, are you usually thinking about in between matches, am I going to coach up my team a little bit? Or is Premier to that level where you're just letting them go?
Yeah, I'd like to think I taught Sean everything I know, and how he plays the game. But yeah,
real.
That's my thoughts.
Man, I just go out there and pray every day, man.
Four is now smurfing. We heard it here first. 4 is all of a sudden the first round. Who could have guessed?
My bad. He's basically a first round.
He's a GM. You had to choose your teammates, though. That had to be like just the most stressful day of your entire life.
It was really easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Like going down the numbers?
I mean, third round was a bit difficult, because I just had no idea who would drop to me. But I mean, I knew who I was drafting first round right away. I knew he was dropping to me, and I knew everyone else. Like, if someone who I didn't know was getting picked before me dropped to me, it was an easy pick. If they weren't, I knew who I was getting. Third round, I had to pray. But I mean, I kind of knew if they didn't fit our style, the trade window's right around the corner, and I had a feeling we'd probably get someone better. So
nice. How about you, Brian? How'd you feel? Picking up your team.
I was just I mean, I was planning on drafting Nate. Nobody ever wants to play with Nate because they think he's a character, which he is, but he's good at the game when he tries to be.
And you've seen him last season as well.
Yeah. And then I wanted Cole to work out, but yeah, our play styles just didn't fit well. And so, Joey coming back to the league after being in the army worked out for me.
You're welcome. I got you.
Yeah. And then Mogi, you weren't a GM, but you were the first overall pick in the draft. And like, how does that, affect you? Like, did you get to choose your teammates? Did you, or was it just kind of?
I got to choose my
just,
teammates, but
okay. So you had the majority of the say. So you basically were the GM for your team.
Yeah.
What happened? What went wrong?
I had a bad moment, very bad moments. And
so, do you regret the draft at all, or are you still happy with your teammates? You still got the good vibes.
We got good vibes.
All right, that's our MVP from last season.
Hear that? He only has good vibes. No wins, just good vibes.
He has three. He has 3 wins.
Okay, good comps.
Or 2. No, 3 counting major 1.
Respect on my name, bro. I got 2 wins.
But he can double up his wins this week. All right. Let's okay. All right. That was a little bit toxic, but listen, that's what we want here. We want to call out people. We want to do we want to quickly, we're supposed to wrap things up right about now, but we do have a show match later today. I don't know if you guys know anything about it, but you guys at least want to we do have a prediction. You guys
Eli owns Why Busy.
Eli owns Why Busy. Just quickly, we'll quickly do a prediction. So we got 1 for Steelhawks.
Rochester 3-1, and then Has smashes his controller 4 times this time.
Best of 7.
All right, 4-2 then, 4-2, and then Has bangs the controller again 4 times this time. 4 times.
4.
1 for every.
Is it really worse solution to
Yep.
Yeah, I think Rochester should win. So.
Ooh, that's the tiebreaker. Mogi. You have to represent him. Mogi, you have to represent him. All right. And prediction for Mogi versus Bryant coming in from AK. Hearing in.
I believe that we will win.
Okay, but let's serious. If it's a scoreline, it's gonna be a dramatic. Game 5, you're gonna ice up in overtime, 0 seconds, or he's gonna roll.
Perfect sweep. Nate's gonna get too drunk.
Nate's gonna get too drunk. That is crazy. That was one series last season. 1 series. He's never living that one down.
And Bryant, how badly are you gonna beat up this team? How badly?
I mean, they might get 1 game, maybe. We'll see. We'll see if we want to throw the first one.
We'll see how many drinks for him.
We'll see.
We'll try to stream that one. We will see. This one might. Yeah, we're just gonna jump to the schedule real quick, just one last time, just to see what we have done. So we just went through the premiere stream. Coming up next, the Rising Star stream. We're gonna have, I think that was J-Bay, Jaws, and Seer. Those are the goats right there. And then after that, it's going to be our challenger guests, which is Has, Flow, and Clash. And then into the show match. Thank you, Premier Boys, Bryant, Forrest, Mogi. You guys are the goats. Thanks for hopping in for our first ever podcast. And CT, any closing marks from me or from you?
No, nothing for me. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just 5-ish minutes or so.
Ryan, is that a Dr. Pepper?
Of course, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Gamble life, got a bad one to treat the dick like that. She gon' shake it up all night. Yeah. On a whole new pace, mine in a whole new place. Up in the stars today, land on the moon, maybe Mars today. Find me a jeweler plugged up with the racks. Now these stones on my neck is from outer space. Posted like I'm chillin', but I'm floating in my head. Got potion in this cup, you not feeling stead. 3, 2, 1, I take off like jet. Coasting like I'm chillin', but I'm rolling in my head. Take off, yeah. Posted, but I'm floating in my head. I done mixed the red, blacks, purples in the red. I'm about to take off like jet. Posted like I'm chillin', but I'm floating in my head. Take off, yeah. Posted like I'm chillin'. Last blunt of that shirt, tryna make it worth it. Put in so much work, I stay determined. That's why they mad. Don't get too pissed off. Just relax, and we'll be better off.
Lit another paper full of shirt, not a whip gon' swerve, baby. Maybe I'm just tripping over shit that I don't need to, that's on me, yeah. And I'm putting on for my homegrown, wanna see the 303 drive. And she blew me on like a trombone, do you even know about me? Hi, wait, I'm just tryna see all of my people start believing in themselves like me now. I just wanna see it, check the gal like 30 comments, goddamn, now she's wow. Hold up, puffin' on the mid, you brought it, made me wanna throw it. Pulling out of wood, you think we gon' let you roll up? Wow, that's crazy, yeah. That shit ain't wavy, no. So baby, tell me what I'm missing. Found a funky fungus, now I'm in the backyard drippin'. Smoke my last blunt, this shirt today, yeah. Gotta settle for a worse hurt today, nah. Me and Coy done finally got one and this shit is wavy. Shout out to my mama in every way you done made me who I am right now. So tell me who I am right now.
Last blunt of that shirt, tryna make it worth it. Put in so much work, I stay determined. That's why they mad. Don't get too pissed off. Just relax, and we'll be better off. You don't really know about me that much. 3.5 in the back, all crushed. Fuck quarantine, these shows in the bus. I need some more, getting low on that skunk. Feeling like Shaq, pull up the fuck, she don't wanna know nothing. Don't sheaf off the blunt, this ain't hitting enough. Cut her off cause she get on my nerves. That's blunt of that shirt. Baby, where the weed at? Maybe where the Adderall. You know that you had it all, why you tryna come back? I just got a new one, baby, that's a comeback. She don't wanna shows up, but she know we all that. All that, I don't gotta fall back. Plan, I've been here for the long run. I'll be here when it's all done. Yeah. Last blunt of that shirt, tryna make it worth it. Put in so much work, I stay determined. That's why they mad. Don't get too pissed off. Just relax, and we'll be better off.
Spaz on this motherfucker.
Talk to me nice, they don't say shit at all. Never switch up on my brothers, that's law. I'll be stacking up till my money's as tall as me. Like then I ain't answering calls. He acting hard, but I know he a fraud. I got some hits that just sit in the vault. I love pouring up, there ain't no point in stopping me. Like then ever since I got on, I fell in love with them dollars. That Gucci, that Louis, that Prada. Man, I think this life's not a problem. Cause every time I go out, I pop one. Can't stay sober for too long. It ain't nothing new, bitch, I been gone. Got so many hoes, I need 2 phones. And they all on my dick for a new song. Met a bad bitch at a video shoot. Told her bring a friend soon, we can go and get it on. I feel like the hardest, if I'm being honest. Ain't no being modest when I'm in my zone. Let's nigga tomorrow, smoke purple gelato. I roll up my problems when I'm on my own. She shake like a bottle, sit her like Moscato. She look like a model when she out them clothes. Talk to me nice, they don't say shit at all. Never switch up on my brothers, that's law. I'll be stacking up till my money's as tall as me. Like then I ain't answering calls. He acting hard, but I know he a fraud. I got some hits that just sit in the vault. I love pouring up, there ain't no point in stopping me. Like then ever since I got on, straight on the show to the club. 15 deep, you don't really want fuck with me. I ain't the same on them drugs. Bro said keep it 100, it stuck with me. They used to hate, now it's love. Heard you wanna see something, tell the bitch come with me. I seen he tryna act real tough. It's probably cause his girlfriend wanna come fuck with me. Probably cause I'm colder. She knows I'm never sober. He heard this shit I told her. Used to pull up in Toyota. Let's nigga tomorrow, smoke purple gelato. I roll up my problems when I'm on my own. She shake like a bottle, sit her like Moscato. She look like a model when she out them clothes. Talk to me nice, they don't say shit at all. Never switch up on my brothers, that's law. I'll be stacking up till my money's as tall as me. Like then I ain't answering calls. He acting hard, but I know he a fraud. I got some hits that just sit in the vault. I love pouring up, there ain't no point in stopping me. Like then ever since I got on. Probably cause I'm colder. shit I hope he heard the shit I heard the shit I told her. Heard the shit I told her.
Hello, hello. Thanks for waiting around. Just a quick minute. We are back with the podcast brought to you by Homies. Joined by CT. We're just going to look at the schedule real quick just to show what else we got planned for the day. CT, we're back. How you feeling? We got Rising Star.
I mean, not anything against the Premier Homies. It's just I feel a little bit more at home here. I've been in Rising Star for so long. I actually really know what's happening now. But we also have with us JB, Jaws, and Seer that will be joining. And then we will also later be joined by Haz, Flow, and Clash for Challenger, leading straight into our Challenger show match of the Rochester Rhythm versus the Fargo Steelhawks. And I mean, I think that we should kind of get a little bit closer into this. You are also a Rising Star, so you are really, really at home now.
Yeah, this is where I've been. You know, this is my second season. This is where I've always lived. And I just feel at home here, man. Everyone's just terrible, just like me. It's just great, you know. But talking about the other people who are terrible, let's maybe try introducing them. We got Pan. We got it from left to right. We got Jaws. We got Seer. We got JB. What is up, guys? How are y'all doing tonight? We'll just go left from right. Jaws, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I just got done with a scrim with my homies on my Rising Star team. You know, killing
Nice.
it.
What is that around your neck? Is that a...
Oh, so this is my MNCS medal for winning Rising Star.
Oh,
what
wait,
is that?
what
What
does that look like? Huh? What?
It is real.
Yeah, I put that around you. Yeah.
Seer put this around my neck. Oh,
yes, I do. I don't have my prospect one because we didn't get prospect medals when I won.
It was
this
right.
one? Huh?
I believe it was right as I was being called Jazzo as well. It was a perfect. Great
Jaws?
time.
Oh no. We don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
So somebody might have had a mispronunciation. It's okay. Seer, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year. I might have forgot to say that in the last part, but it's okay. They understand. And J-Bay, all the way down there.
Oh yeah, I'm doing well. I just got a haircut, so I am peaking, and it is a privilege to be here today.
Hey man, happy to have you. Nice haircut. Looking fresh.
Thank you.
Well. We are at home here now. Should we start off things hot, CT?
Sorry, I'll be
Should we trash talk a little bit? Okay, I'll happily talk some trash here. You know, we are just rounding out the season. You know, we are coming in. You know, majors right around the corner here, and you know we got some high seeding individuals here. Okay. Yeah, it's like okay. I'm here again. Hold on. AK's telling me hold off on the trash talk. How's you guys' season going? You know, how's he feeling so far? You know, we're almost done with the season. We're going into the major soon. Are you confident walking into this major? We'll start on the left here, Jaws.
Oh yeah, super confident. We're still first place, and that's for a reason. We're winning. We keep winning. We tripped up a little bit last week, but there was some extra circumstances and stuff going on. People not feeling great. Other than that, we've been killing it. No one's really stood up to us at all. So we kind of just keep rolling.
Not even game 5 overtime, 1 goal. All right. Anyways.
We believe in content. So anytime we can go game 5 overtimes, that is our peak. That's what we aim for. So however many goals we have to give to the other team to get there, we try to do.
Understandable. And Seer, I think you were in the draft, but you joined in late, and you've kind of become the captain of your team, and you've been assembling the Avengers over there on Des Moines. How are you feeling going into the last few weeks here and then into the major?
I guess you can call me captain. I mean, GB's been there since the beginning, and I just came in during the trade window because I thought I could build a super team, and that did not happen, unfortunately. Currently at 14th place, but we have some winnable matches coming up, so I think we can really come back, win some matches, and get in a good spot into the major. We just swept Doge in Chicago before they made changes, and we also swept we 3-1 Burnsville. So I'm feeling confident going into week 7 against AK's team, who we're gonna beat. And also, did we play Green Bay? Yeah, we scrimmed against Green Bay a couple times, and we went back and forth. I think we can still win.
That's confidence. That is confidence. I love that. Now, like the points are so close across the board, so like it almost feels like everything is riding on Major 2 here. But yeah, so your team, you're feeling very confident going into that, which is obviously great to hear. And J-Bay, how about yourself?
I'm feeling great. I love the team that Blasky's built. I mean, we are 8th place, so by definition, that makes us the most mid team in Rising Star. But I am confident that we could make a splash Major 2 and make land.
Nice. And like, that's good. I think not knowing the Major 2 points is scary, very scary in my opinion. And like, what if it turns out to just be like last season, 71 points for first place? Last place could just win, be first seed. I mean, everything can change depending on how these points are going to be distributed. Do I think it's going to be like last season? Absolutely not. I think they realized that was too much. But I mean, can we just look at the standings, please? I mean, just look how freaking close everybody is. I mean, I'm leaning in here. Like, I mean, 1 week can bring let's see, Des Moines Derecha, you guys are 14th. One week, that brings you guys right next to top 8. That brings you guys, I mean, okay, that brings you to 12th. And then if you have a good major, I mean, you guys can jump all the way up to easily top 4. I mean, top 4, we all know from last season, so important, get that extra life. But, I mean, there are so many people on the brink. Just right there. Just right. It's so close, so competitive. And that kind of leads me to my next point. Do you guys think this is the most competitive Rising Star has ever been, as far as it goes for like the floor and the ceiling? For me, I just feel like everyone is so good. I'm looking at each team. I'm like, that is such a good team. This is such a good team. This is such a good team. Even now, we just saw the 16th seed take down Burnsville Inferno a couple days ago. That is utterly ridiculous. Last season, that would have never happened, I feel like. But I mean, what do y'all think? We'll go in reverse order this time. J-Bay, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I fully agree with you. I think it is my first year in the league, or my first season in the league, excuse me. But I do think that every single team could make a serious splash here. They're all so deep. Everybody has their strengths. They got very deep rosters, all that good stuff. So yeah, definitely very good competition all around. I mean, we did just see Winnipeg take down Burnsville. So really, any given day, just like depending on the energy of the team that day, anything could really happen, and that's great to see.
Yeah, I mean, exactly like you just said. We will have to see, especially going to this major. I think there's going to be a lot of mania in these points. But Seer?
Yeah, I also agree. I've been here since season 5. I've seen Rising Star from a long time ago. I do believe that this is the best Rising Star has been in many seasons. It's very competitive. Usually every season there's like 2 to 3 teams that are just dominating everybody, but there's never been anything like this before. At the beginning of the season, you saw like Minneapolis being one of the great teams. You saw Omaha when they had Swish, they were a great team. Chicago is with this new roster. They're scary. Bloomington's still continuing to be number 1 in the whole Rising Star League. And then Winnipeg beating Burnsville, it says a lot. So I think this is definitely the best Rising Star has been in a long time.
I mean, yeah, it's just, I mean, that you even hear from yourself, a veteran. I mean, the skill. I mean, it went from last season, a lot of third rounds being champs, and to this season, most people high champ 3 or even GC. I mean, the skill has just been raised so high. I feel like third rounds and first rounds are interchangeable. It is just so insane. And following it out with Jaws, what are your opinions?
Oh yeah, I agree with both of what they just said. Like I definitely think it's probably the closest that I've seen in terms of at least standing wise and talent wise on teams. And then I also agree with what JBay's saying. It's very, very much how that individual teams are feeling that day. Like any of these teams can probably beat any of the other teams on any of the given days that they're playing. So it's, I mean, obviously I was in first last season, and then I was also in first this season. So it's not been that much of a difference, but I'd say it's definitely more competitive. Yeah.
BT, I think we've had enough wholesome talk. We got to call off some people. We got to call out some people. CT, do you want to lead us into that, or you want me to take it away?
Yeah, I mean, my favorite one is just out of the top 8 teams right now, who do you think's not making LAN? Just call out somebody. Who do you think is gonna flop now? Out of the top 8 teams, who are we not seeing at LAN? We'll start with Jaws, the top of the
Ooh,
standings, the one
who are
that
we
has been
not?
winning everything.
I don't know. Honestly, it could go anyway. Like I honestly don't know. I
gotta
don't.
call
I mean,
someone out.
obviously, I think obviously the first 3 teams, I think they're safe. Burnsville, Chicago, Bloomington, I think they're all safe. I don't think there's, even if they just bomb out first round, I don't think they lose and leave LAN. If I was to guess, I would probably say maybe like Minneapolis. That would be my guess. But
Wow.
I don't.
Franchise.
Wow. I mean, personally, I wouldn't take that if I was in the Minneapolis Miracles. Personally.
Any team that Eli's on, maybe? Can I say that?
Okay, so Steelhawks.
JBay's
Steelhawks
team.
didn't
You're
call
saying
out.
man, that's
JBay's
crazy.
team.
But
Wow. So
yeah.
so out of all the top 8 teams, who do you think is not making it, Seer?
Can I choose multiple?
You can choose multiple.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Fire
Okay,
away.
So Minneapolis is one of them because they started hot and I don't know what happened to them. They're the quietest team for a reason, so I guess they're just quietly throwing the rest of their season. I don't know. I do think, yeah, maybe Fargo as well. Didn't they just get swept by Shig?
Yeah, by me. By the way, there's a guy.
Yeah.
So JBay is right here. Ask JBay.
Yeah, JB, didn't you just get swept by
Yes. Yes, we did. Simply an off day.
Ooh,
How many more of those are you
We'll
gonna
be
have
back,
though?
We'll be back.
How many more off days? How many more off days? All right, who
Number 8's
else?
a
That's
scary
2.
number. That's a
That's
scary
2.
number.
That's
Okay.
2
And
teams.
Oh man.
then possibly St. Paul as well. I don't see them being they weren't as good as they were. I don't know what happened. I felt like they were winning more at the start.
Fell off.
Mhm.
That's a big call. Oh.
But I
Alright.
do believe in Burnsville. I do believe that they can turn things around. They'll still finish top 8, but they won't be top 3.
They'll be top 3.
Yeah, they won't.
Nice.
Not top 3.
You just called out half of the top 8.
I was gonna say, I think he's just going down the list.
And now we need to hear it from JBay. JBay, take your shots. You just had this man right here. The 14th seed call you out. You got to call him
number
out.
14 in the league here. What are we doing here?
All right. Call us some people
Anyway.
in top 8 though. Who's top 8 right now?
I mean, I do have to agree with both Jaws and Sears saying Minneapolis. I don't think they have the current momentum they need to really finish the season strong. From what I see, I don't think they practice very often as a team together. So, and we always say that the teams that go to LAN are the teams that play with each other the most and practice the most, are involved with each other. And I just don't see that with Minneapolis. They could be, I just don't know. And they could prove me wrong, but that would be my answer.
This is a lot of flack for the franchise that I'm currently on, but it's fine. Just non-believers in chat. That's all I gotta say.
Go down and play for them.
They just got bombarded and I just want to see them absolutely start clapping back now. They started off the season super hot. They were I think they're the first seed. Everyone was putting them in S tier, and oh boy, has everyone turned on them. Look at this, man. Now, yeah. So we just mentioned teams that are going to be falling. What teams do you think are going to be snaking their way in? Finding their way, climbing up the ladder, and finding themselves into the top 8 that are currently not there. We'll start. We'll go back in reverse order. Jaws.
Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't have a single idea.
You
It'll
go on this guy.
it'll go down to the major. Like just whoever performs at the
course.
major is going to be who's getting in. I mean, I'd like to believe that like maybe Brainerd can actually pull something together and get some wins and come into the top 8. That would be pretty cool.
They have
I'd
to
like
get
to see
wins, though.
They have to get wins is the problem.
They do
so.
have to win to get in there.
But to be,
only a
I
challenger.
mean, they're on the cusp, right?
Right.
They're like right at number 9. So as long as they don't have a first round major exit, you know.
Oh, but
they'll
they
be
have to
fine.
get to first round. It's Swiss major too. We're going to Swiss later on.
True. Yeah. So as long as they don't bomb out of Swiss, I think they could relatively be fine. Like
Top 8.
so.
Any
But
other good shouts down there? I mean, for me,
just quickly look
not-
at the jersey I'm wearing real quick, maybe. You know, just a little peek.
I don't
Just saying.
I don't think it would actually happen, but I think it would be super hilarious if Atlas just like runs the major and then makes it into the into LAN. I don't think it'll happen, but it would be hilarious.
I'm hearing in from chat. You are making Eli, Flo, who else? Busy. You're making them all mad, Jaws. You're making
That's
them all
the point.
mad.
That's why I'm here.
You're making. Oh no.
I'm
they're
sure
getting angry.
if I was to guess, I'd probably say Eli said the Packers suck at least 3 times in chat. So his soundboard is just going off in chat as well.
I think I
He
see
just
it 4
repeats himself.
times. All right.
Is it 4
Steer.
times? All right.
Steer.
All right. All right.
Steer, who is sneaking in? You know, we see you down there. You think you're going to sneak in, of course. Is there any other? I mean, you said 3 teams aren't making it. You better list 3 teams that are going to be climbing up.
One of them could be Bemidji. They've looked decent as of lately. They have Chris over there. I think he's a good addition to Bemidji. They're starting to find their motive. Another team.
I mean, we got Des Moines down there. We got Duluth. We got Rochester. We got Brainerd. We got St. Cloud. Winnipeg, of course. Green Bay. I mean, you said you dropped 3 teams down. You got to put 3 teams up. You just hate them all. Can they just all?
Yeah, I do. But this is a hot take. It's probably the worst take in MCS history, but it almost happened last season. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that Winnipeg.
Winnipeg are making it.
Winnipeg.
Beast Ball, the turnaround of the century, doubled their wins last night, brought them to 2 wins, looking like a minus 21 game differential. They're making top 8. This is going to be the greatest Swiss bracket of their entire lives. They're going to run into the greatest teams. They're going to roll them all, and they're going to all.
Remember what happened last season with St. Paul?
Listen,
remember
the story is starting for the Winnipeg Atlas. All right, so that's 2. You got 1 more team. You got 1 more team making it. See, he's thinking about this. He's marinating.
And it better not be Des Moines. I don't want to hear that answer.
I don't know about Duluth. I can't really say them, so I guess Green Bay.
Green Bay. Okay,
You heard
wow.
it here first. Brainerd is not going to be a top 8 team on Sears standards.
Same with Rochester. Same with Rochester. I think I'm hearing in. We got some matches coming. All right, and going down to J-Bay. Who is sneaking in? Who in the bottom 8 is sneaking in for you?
Yeah, so I got 2 answers. First of all, I want to shout out Rochester. I think they have a very solid chance.
You got paid. He got paid to say that.
I was gonna say he's kissing.
Okay. Why are you so far down there? Who was on that team?
I got a lot of respect for AK. He's built a very solid team. He's scrimming like 3 or 4 times a week with this team, very involved. And I also want to shout out Duluth. I think they made a lot of moves at the second trade window that are very beneficial for them. I think they have a very, very solid team as of late. And yeah, they could definitely make a huge splash, especially with the remainder of their schedule in Major 2.
Yeah, I'm hearing in. Oh my! I'm hearing in my teammate Jose calling everybody who did not put his top 8 a bum. Specifically,
I did.
Oh, you guys are all getting called out right now. Jose,
I
I'm
did.
hearing in. You guys are bums for not putting Brainerd not top 8. So
I
I'll let you
said-
guys know.
Hey, I said Brainerd could
I
sneak
know.
in.
and I said everybody that didn't. Calm
Oh,
down,
okay.
Josh. AK, thanks for getting swept twice this week. I'm gonna get angry. All right. Anyways. All right.
Getting angry.
CT, you want to round us out for this last question, or do you want me to take it away?
There's too many questions I can't choose. I think you're gonna have to do it for me.
All right. We are going to go with okay. This might be a bit of a throw, but with the major being right around the corner, I think that's the question to the last people. But I do just want to know teams that you were most and least scared of. Going into Major 2. What are teams you want to avoid? What are teams that you want to run into? In bracket or in Swiss. So who are you most scared of? Let's try again, like 2 or 3 teams that you're most scared of, and then just one team that you're really scared of. Yeah, we'll do that at the end, AK. So we'll go in the reverse order. J-Bay, who are you most, scared of, and who are you the least scared of?
I think most scared of. I want to shout out Bloomington because I mean they showed that they had the ice in Major 1. So I think in a similar setting that they'll shine. So I do not want to face them.
That's a good shout. Do you have one more team that you're scared of, or that's it?
I would also go with definitely Duluth, probably. It's a very solid squad, and I think they're dark horses, especially after the second trade window.
That's a very good pickup right there. I actually super agree with that. Those are 2 teams I am praying to not run into during the Swiss. Now, Seer, what about you? I'm sorry. I messed up, Seer. So sorry. J-Bay, who are you the least? Call someone out. I think this is kind of a repeat of the last
Who's the
answer,
free
but,
win?
like,
Yeah,
who's
I mean,
the free
who's the
free win? Who's the free win here?
I want to say Minneapolis because we swept them, and just like the lack of momentum that they have. But I mean, they could prove me wrong, as I said.
Eating good.
And also, I'm not very scared of Green Bay either, to be honest.
Okay.
So yeah, there's that for you. That's my answer.
Good shout. Sorry, Sierra, I cut you off. I'll actually ask you this time. Well, who are you most scared of coming into this? Who's the top talents here?
So I've heard people were getting scared of Chicago because they got ISO in a former SSL, and it's a new roster. So I would fear them more than any other team, even Bloomington. Bloomington be a second pick for me. They kind of beat us badly at some point, and it didn't feel good. And the third team I would fear is Omaha because they have like a 1700 named Justo.
Yep, they got 2 new pickups. But who's a free win? Name the team that's an absolute free win every single time.
Besides Winnipeg, the next free win would be. I don't know Duluth. I've only been here since the second trade.
We got Duluth
the first trade. I don't know. I don't know.
Just a rhythm. So we're going over to Jaws now.
Oh yeah.
What are 2 teams that you're scared of, and the team that's just an absolute free win?
In terms of who I'm scared of, actually, I want to say the only one I can think of is Burnsville. Burnsville, especially during the major, Burnsville always like shows up during majors and everything like that. And no matter what, Slay Panther has my number literally almost every single time, and I don't know how it is. He farms me, but I have great teammates, so I'm not too worried about it. In terms of teams that I'm not scared of, I mean, where do I start? Like Rochester, I'm not scared of them. Des Moines, Winnipeg, Green Bay, like I don't. I can't. I'm gonna be fair. I'm not gonna say Minneapolis, even though I want to, because they did just beat us last week with a sub. But everyone else, I'm not worried about.
Jaws has called out every team but the Minneapolis Miracles.
But Minneapolis, yes, exactly, and Burnsville. I never want the smoke from Burnsville. Burnsville's always crazy, but
toxic.
That's
All right.
Okay.
For the content.
We're going to go very, very fast into our predictions for the show match later tonight. We got to do this real quick. Jaws, it's a best of 7. The Rochester Rhythm versus the Fargo Steelhawks. Who's winning and at what score?
Best of 7. I'd say it's probably. I'm gonna give it to Rochester.
Nice.
I'm
Seer?
gonna say. Oh, sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
no, we gotta go real fast. I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
but we gotta go so fast.
Going with the major one winners, Rochester. That's all I know about them. And also might not even have a controller, so I don't know.
And best of 7, do you think it's going the distance? Do you think it's going the distance or clean sweep or like what y'all thinking?
Game 6.
Game 6.
And J-Bay.
You know I'm biased towards my Steelhawk guys. I got to go with them in 6.
Let's go. All right. Well, right now the Steelhawks, in the overall predictions, they're kind of not doing great. Just Mogi and Jay, but it's about 33% of the people. This is not good odds. Eli, you gotta wake up here. What are we doing here? But thanks guys. That was peak predictions right there, and I think we might have to go to a break. I know we could keep yapping for hours, but thanks for joining us, everybody. We're gonna be right back with the stars of the show, Challenger, and then we're gonna get right into the last event, which is the show match for tonight. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back.
Fed up from playing your games. If you ever need me, I'll be MIA. So baby, don't you think about coming my way. Baby, how do you sleep at night, knowing that you never did me right? Got the face of an angel with a heart full of lies. I was stupid to think forever it'd be you and I used to want the world with you, but then you switch and found somebody else. You always find you way to make me hate myself. I know you're doing okay, but baby, how you out? Sad story, I don't really wanna tell. And I don't wanna call your phone now. Please don't hit me up, I would rather be alone now. Every time I travel, love, that's always how it goes down. Ever since you let me, girl, this room feel like a ghost town. Potions, deep in the moment, roller coaster, take my breath away, here to stay with you. No need to live in a lie, no need to live in disguise, no point of being deprived. I know I no need to imitate, got you going crazy, like you have a 30, yeah, like you have a perky. Take control, I'll let you lead the way. So drop the low, I'ma slide on through if you drop it low. Be my drug, you know love is drug. If you be my drug, can you up the dose? So drop the low, I'ma slide on through if you drop it low. Be my drug, you know love is drug. If you be my drug, can you up the dose? I bet it seems so nice, living the life. I bet it feels so right.
skies, and I feel no way, see it in my eyes. So high, if we fall down, we were bound. I said, oh my days, they just slide right by. It's a tidal wave by the mountain high, yeah, yeah. Won't slow down till we go down. Baby, you know I cannot escape my vices. Sorry if it's a pain to see. That's just how I live my life, and baby, it's okay with me. I'm bound to fall, bound to fall. Blame it on whatever you want. I'm bound to fall, bound to fall. Where we at now? What goes up's gotta come down. I can say the same for a started. We just bouncing and get it restarted. But we sky high, living life like a stop sign. Hit the gas like a top line. If we crash, then it's all my fault. If I lose you, then that's my so you could put it on me, babe. It's a feel that I'm riding, no hiding. So you could put it on me, babe. You could play a game and give me all the blame. I cannot escape my vices. Sorry if it's a pain to see.
Hello, we are back. Homies podcast. Here we are. CT is here with me again. We're going to just take a look at the schedule. And we got the Chow Boys waiting for us in the next room over. But we're going to take a look at one last time at the schedule here. We already went through the Premier Boys, talked with Brian, Fours, and Mogi. And then we just had that lovely conversation with the Rising Star people. Lots of people getting called out with J-Bay, Jaws, and Sear. So many call-outs. And it's just going to get more horrific from here on out. We got Haz, Flo, and Clash DA here with us now. Hello, boys. How y'all doing tonight?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, we're doing well.
Oh my.
Wait, we might be the same person.
We are about to call out every single person. CT, do you want to go down the line and just introduce them?
Introduce them?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Introduce us.
But I mean, I'm back home. We got Haz. He's from Fargo. Clash, who, I mean, are you even like on a team? I don't even know. Just, like,
Oh no!
He might be like a GM of like the Maulers or something.
Something
And
like
then we
that.
got Flo, the Rochester Rhythm, representing. Should we just go straight into the callouts? I feel like that's the best part of this.
Straight into the call-out.
We gotta
I feel like
at
you
least
just
ask
skipped
them
the
how their
introductions.
we gotta at least ask how their seasons go. We'll keep it short.
Okay,
We'll keep it
fine.
real short. Has listen, we're gonna get to the trash talk.
Yeah.
Trust me, the next 19 minutes gonna be trash talk. The first minute has how's your season been going? It's been all over the place, but now you finally found a
Yeah.
home, and we're about to have a show match coming up soon. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good now that I actually fixed my Wi-Fi. Because when I came back on vacation, I was on 120 ping with like latency variation too. So now that I have my Ethernet working, I'm low-key confident now. So I'm low-key feeling it.
He's feeling it. Clash.
Yeah, season's been going pretty well. Started a little better than it's been going recently, but we just had a few weeks where we just kind of had really close losses that we felt like we should have won. Just a couple mistakes going around here and there. We're confident as a team. Obviously, we stuck throughout the season. This is the team I drafted. We didn't make any moves. Sticking with it. We're confident.
Awesome. And Flo, the demon himself.
That's me. So obviously my season started a little bit interesting. Got picked up by St. Paul, of course, teaming with B-More and Blakester. B-More, unfortunately, shout out B-More. I love that guy. I love the way he plays the game. But I did have to leave him, unfortunately. Blakester was I'll get into that later. But had to get off that team, unfortunately. AK saved me with like I think it was like 3 or 2 hours left in trade window 1. Hour and a half left in trade window 1. AK rescued me from my team. And now we're top of Challenger. Won the major. Been doing pretty well in season as well.
That low-key sounds like my team. Literally, I think we picked up Aqua. I think we got him like 10 minutes before the trade window ended.
Oh, nice.
God,
We
That's
got him 10
crazy.
minutes before or some shit like that.
Bunch of
Yeah.
procrastinators.
But I can't call out Blake, bro, because they beat us in the majors, so I can't even call them out.
Ooh, we did in fact take them out of the major. We took them out of major one, so I feel confident calling up Blake. And we took them down in season after that.
Yeah.
So
Bang.
2-0 against
Bang.
Blake here. Just saying. Just saying.
Okay, we play him this week. We play him this week.
All right, CT. I think they're ready to talk some trash here.
Oh, yeah.
Bring us right into it. I'll let you start shoveling it out.
Loose.
Well, let's get production onto the standings, the bracket. Let's get that up. We're gonna start with the favorite question of this stream right now. We'll get that up in a little bit, but we're gonna go down the line, and I want you to tell me who is a free win. I don't even care about who you're scared about right now. I want to know, going into the rest of the season, who in the top 8 is a free win?
Ooh.
Has to be in the top 8. Who in the top 8 is a free win?
All right, you want me to? I'll start.
You start.
Okay.
You start.
We'll start with Flo here.
All right. Free wins. Give me Omaha, Bemidji.
You're getting a bunch.
Yo, this guy's speaking fast.
Omaha, Bemidji, Des Moines, Bloomington. Fargo's not a free win, but I feel confident against them.
Okay.
5 of the top 8. 5.
I think so. I mean, we're 2-0 against Omaha. We're 2-0 against Bemidji. I smacked T-Jack with my old team, and my new team's obviously better. Well, sorry, I say T-Jack. The whole team got smacked. All right, first off, T-Jack played well in that series. T-Jack played well in that series. I respect T-Jack, but Des Moines, Derecho, Rochester smacks, and
I mean, Flo, we might as well go down the rest of the roster. We might as well go down the rest of the rosters.
If he's calling up everyone, I'm going who's right on the brink of making top 8. I'm going Kansas City. They couldn't win last season, and Chal is arguably harder this season, so I don't think they're winning this season either. And I
think so. I think on paper, Kansas City is a very good team. I'm excited to see them play, but I also don't think that they will win.
Do you guys think they're at least going to make top 8 though?
I think they'll barely. I think they'll barely.
I think they'll make top 8. I think they'll be like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
that is crazy. Yeah. That is.
I honestly, I have them being the 8th seed. I have Bloomington and Des Moines over them.
Ooh, interesting.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, talking about Bloomington, Clash, Flo called your team out as a free win. Who's your free wins on this board?
He's gonna say Rochester.
No, I'm not gonna say Rochester. If I have to say, I don't think anyone's a free win, to be honest. But because you're making me pick them, I'd say the freest of the top 8. I'm gonna say is Lumberjacks.
I like that pick a lot. I like that pick.
I feel like I'm surprised they didn't make any moves. I know that they were trying out rosters in this most recent window. I even scrimmed against them in some of those rosters that they were trying to change up, but they didn't end up changing anything. And I'm not sure. I think of those top 8, Lumberjacks I'm the least scared of.
I'm hearing it. Ben is getting angry in the chat.
The Bemidji Lumberjacks in chat.
Oh no, Clash calling him out. And okay, we'll close it out. Did everyone speak on that?
I think we got answers on everyone. Yep.
We heard answers out of everybody. That was some just top tier trash talk already. Those was absolutely beautiful. Already calling out every single player.
We don't need to speak on the bottom 5. Bottom 5 are just they're the bottom 5.
Yeah,
Nothing?
bottom 5.
They're the bottom 5.
Nothing on them.
Okay, I don't think that they're that.
No, I think the only new team in the bottom 5 that's interesting is St. Cloud Flyers.
I agree. Yeah.
I think Flyers are could be very good.
I think they can make some serious moves. Bmore and Cole, I love that duo, and
the only thing I'm just concerned about Flamethrower being on that roster. That's the only thing I'm concerned about.
I think
so 9 through 16, you don't think there's many teams that even have a chance to make in top 8 right now? Or you think top 8's pretty solidified?
I mean, I think 1 through 11. I think anyone from like what 3 to 11 could make LAN because Chal is so close. If say for example us, if we have a bad week again, and for example Green Bay has a good week, we're all the way down to 10. Chal is that close.
Chal's very competitive in the middle.
Yeah,
right
looking at 3rd through 11th, it is only 15 points, 3 games that decides it. And since we don't even know Major 2 points, that Major 2 might be the entire thing of top 8 of Major 2 could be just top 8 of Challenger.
Yeah, we had a bad week and dropped from 3rd to 6th, and we're
Mhm.
still only 5 points away. Like,
Yeah, it's so close. It's just nobody is safe. Nobody is safe.
Rochester had a bad week and we're still top of standing. So
One more bad
point.
Hey, we're okay. But if you
what happens when the
above
next bad week
second,
happens? What
but
happens when the
16
next bad week happens?
Then we're still 6 points above Duluth. It doesn't matter. Like
But,
assuming Duluth goes 2-0.
if we're
Like,
still going, like 5 out of the
It's
top
me.
6 teams have the exact same win record, which is
So
insane.
If you get first rounded in major, all right. We won't even
there is
talk
no
about
first rounding of the major. It's Swiss.
I know. Like,
if we get first round of the major, we made top 8. We're booking the ticket to land. Bye. Like we're safe.
Hey, y'all can go 0-3.
Tickets are already booked.
Shag a crash out can't
0-3.
happen.
Oh, you think we're gonna go 0-3 in the rest of season and 0-3 in Swiss, and then
Could happen.
also the bracket turns out
Could
right that we
happen.
don't make land.
Y'all go
It could
I-
happen. It could happen.
Could
Just saying, it
happen.
could happen.
Could it happen? Fine, sure. Will it? No.
Okay, but you need that top 4. But you want that top 4 seed. To be fair, top 4, you know, get that extra life. It just majorly increases your chances of winning land. I mean,
Do they know about what happens if we do get top 4? Do you know, Zums? Do you know
You get
my
2 lives.
specific situation?
you get 2 lives.
Yeah,
So
so
basically, if you
the
we get 2
Rochester
lives.
Rhythm doesn't have their normal squad day 1.
Not
So,
day 1, but match 1.
Match 1,
we don't have
okay.
our squad. So
on land,
Mr. Flo will in fact be showing up to land late.
This guy is just too professional on music.
Wow.
So yeah, sorry. I've got some singing to do. And it's
Wow.
not like bum singing either. It's a pretty big deal.
He's the next Katy Perry.
Could be.
Everything's bum if it isn't Rocket League.
So and my team did know about this. They kept me through the trade window. So to that, I'm very grateful. Glad to be sticking with this team, and we're gonna make a. Well, actually, hold on. Let's not even go there. They're winning game 1, and I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play day 1 because my team. My team
2
is gonna win.
lives and you win that first one. It doesn't even matter.
Oh.
You don't have to show up until day 2 then.
Exactly. But then I'll show up and I'll have a great time. I'll go hang out with my team. We'll go get some
You're
food.
the greatest caster.
And
You're
we'll
the greatest
relax.
caster.
And then we'll cast. We'll hit another Shig at 7-Eleven call. It's they're not
we
ready.
do
They're
need
not-
that. We do need that. He is on my team. I do need that.
Is that true? I can give that to you. I
Alright,
can give
thank
that to you,
you.
Lan.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, somebody else talk. I've been yapping.
Yeah, this guy might be a D1 yapper. I love that. Love
Hey. Yeah, wait. Let's get some Clash talk.
that. I want to hear Clash call out some people.
Yeah, I want to hear Clash call some people.
Or uplift some people. You know, like who is in the bottom 8 right now, or the bottom 9 through 16 that you think have solid chances of making it top 8. I mean, you just said there's a couple. I mean, there's a couple teams that you think are going to fall out. Who's going to replace them? You know.
Yeah, I agree. Again, I know we mentioned just a bit ago. I think St. Cloud Flyers, that move, I think it was very good. I know I don't remember who was it that said it. A little worried about Flamethrower in there. I teamed with him last season. He's a very solid player. He is on the lower end of Challenger, and that's okay. But those top 2, Beemore and Cole, that's such a solid duo, and Flamethrower fills really well in a roster. So I feel like it could be a situation kind of similar to last season where we had Tox and Gatman with Mal on that roster as well. Obviously, Mal is a little bit lower level, but he's solid. But Tox and Gatman being that high up, that just rolled them into a Challenger victory. And that could be the same situation here with the Flyers. I think those two are that high of a level, that good of players, that they very well could elevate themselves into a major spot and potentially even contending higher than that.
Yeah, I agree. I like that. I like that team a lot, and I particularly have a lot of respect for Beemore. Again, I teamed with him on St. Paul. Like him a lot as a player. Like him a lot as a person, and I think he can do well, especially with Cole.
We also can't forget. I mean, the Rhythm last season were going into things. One of the 2 top teams. It was either Atlas or Rhythm pretty much the whole time, from the start of the major. From the start of LAN, those were the top 2 teams, and it is the exact same roster on Kansas City. They're currently in 9th. I think that's also going to be a roster to look out for. I think Challenger is a very similar skill level to what it was last season.
Yeah, and even speaking on that, I guess that goes into the other favorite question right now of, to me, as a Challenger player and watching the previous seasons, this has felt like it's been the closest as it's ever been in any season of both Challenger and Rising Star have been as close as it ever has been. Do you get the same feeling about that, or do you think it's either the same or even worse, maybe?
I should keep quiet. I in all honesty, up until like this season, I like showed up and I played my matches, you know, and I didn't pay a whole lot of attention. So somebody else is gonna have to speak on this for me.
I mean, at least for me, last season I was a team I was on St. Cloud last season, and we were always a team that was like from the 8 to the 12 seed. But then I guess at the start of the season, we took a lot of people by surprise and took Rochester to 7 in the first major. Like they were the team that always had our number, so that's why I'm so confident against Kansas City this season, because I know exactly how they play. I have so much film on them, and I just kind of.
Ooh, the film? He's VOD
He's got
revealing.
you.
Oh my goodness,
He
this is
might
a
have
grind.
film. He might have film.
I have so many ball chasing groups.
Yeah, well, I think Clash. What about you?
I think Challenger is very competitive this season. I think Challenger also tends to be the most competitive league normally. In the past seasons, it's also been one of the most competitive. There's not really a ton of super low level teams. There's not a ton of super high level teams, though obviously there is that little bit of a gap there. It's less so than a lot of other leagues. So I think it's similarly competitive to how it was in the previous seasons, but I love it. I love being in Challenger. It's fun. As much as I'd love to jump a league, I think I belong in Challenger right now, and it's really fun It's fun in this level right now because it is always super competitive.
It's been so crazy every single week. I mean, it feels like every single week I get to cast or watch the games. It's just like they're just always wonder games. They're just always like I'm always thinking like, how is this not the 1 seed? Every single week I'm watching a team. But anyway, I mean, you guys are Clash Flow. You two actually end up playing in week 7, right?
Yes, we
I think
do.
I think you guys are gonna meet. Do we want to have settle some beef right now? You want to have a quick prediction? Call out each other a little bit here.
I'm going Rochester. Rochester in 4.
I like that pick.
Rochester
Oh,
in
and 4. Okay,
4.
I like that pick too. Oh wait, sorry. I thought it was best of 7 for some reason. I had
No,
that in my head.
best of 5
I had
here.
this week coming in.
Clash.
I still like that pick. I still like that pick.
Clash. What do you got for this? They're calling you out, both of them right now. Call them out, Clash.
We'll show you this week.
Hey, Clash.
Ooh,
The only reason I'm giving this to Rochester is because every week it seems y'all pretty much have no ice. Every series
Ooh.
except for one time that y'all have
Oh
lost,
no.
it has been in game 5. So y'all have like little to none ice.
Well, you said they're losing 4.
Oh no. Wait, that's true.
Well, all the other series they lost was in 4. They've never been swept. I'll give them that, but
No,
genuinely
we always manage to lose games when we shouldn't lose games, and we make mistakes that we shouldn't be, and it's really, I feel like it's very clean upable, and yeah, I won't even lie to you. I agree. I think we're missing that ice that we need to go far, but I think we absolutely can. We have the skill to, and I think we will this week against the River.
Just like Eli just said in the comment, this is a battle of the demo merchants. I mean, this is going to be the absolute demolition derby.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
Not even just a prediction. We need to know how many demos are going to be that series. Please, Clash, how many demos do you get in that series?
I think we should.
I'm getting 4 game over for sure.
We need to count how many times we're going to see busy Wi-Fi.
Busy Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Yeah, we got the busy Wi-Fi. We got the Clash Gate Smirk and demos. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be that's going to be cinema. I really hope that one's on stream. I'm actually not entirely sure. And
well,
then
we
not
play
on
Rochester.
stream. Oh.
We play Rochester the week following. So
okay, community stream.
Yeah, we play Rochester the week following. So it's kind of like ironic that we were up here.
Yeah, you guys are all.
Oh
It-
no, I might
well-
have an easy season the rest of this. Playing the 15 and the
Ooh.
16 seed.
All
We
right.
have
Hey,
playoffs
hey,
after,
CT,
so-
watch out for the Whitlock throw.
A Whitlock throw.
Yeah.
It could be possible, and not
I've never
likely,
seen
but
it.
possible.
I've never seen it.
Now,
Hey,
let's
watch
get-
out for Jungle. My boy Switch is coming for you.
Listen, they are demons, but I think we got to get down to business here. I think we got to talk about what is right ahead of us, the show match. Now, we'll start with Clash, but Clash, who do you see taking the show match in 7, mind you, or this best of 7? In Clash, who do you think is going to end up on top here?
Very
Between
interesting.
a Rochester Rhythm challenger and Steelhawks challenger.
It's very
Make the right
interesting
call
because
for me,
these two teams do play for real only a week from now. So this is kind of like a preview, but this one's going to be best of 7. Next one's going to be best of 5. I think they're going to split those. I'm going to do a double take here, do 2 predictions at once. I think Fargo's going to take this best of 7. I'm going to say
My guy.
I think it's going to be pretty quick.
My guy.
But I think Rhythm take the real one. But I think they take it in 5 on the best of 5 later on. But for today, I'm going with Fargo in 6.
Damn.
607.
So Flo, are you gonna take the, what are you gonna win this in? What are you gonna win this in?
Yeah, so absolutely. I think honestly, I don't mind the Fargo and 6 pick. I do think it's coming from somebody who lost to Brainerd with Zomzoms. You know, in the
Zom's challenger though.
in the
He
last
owns all challenger matches.
he doesn't. I've never lost to Zomzoms in challenger. That's all I'm saying. Okay, did go
You
0
haven't seen him. You haven't
Do
seen him
not
yet.
check the ones record between me and Flo. That's all I'm saying. Do not. That's all I'm saying.
That's true, but I'm not a one player.
Zoms did create the Infamous clip.
Anyway, hold on. Let me.
What are you gonna win this in? Flo,
Yeah,
Flo's so confident. What are you gonna win this in then?
So hold on. Let me see.
Flo hasn't even said yet. Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
let me talk. All right. So Shega is currently on the game. So is Busy.
Oh.
And so am I. So I've been in free play while you guys have been talking, just so you know. I've been getting warm. I've been getting warm. I'm getting locked in. So I respect Fargo as a team. I don't think that they're cold, and so I think they'll do better tonight than they will when we play them in match day. So I think we'll beat them also in 6. I think they'll take 2 games. I think we'll beat them in 3, maybe 4 on match day.
Wow.
Wow.
Rebuttal has.
Well, I mean, I was gonna give him the respect and say it was gonna be like a fun series. You know, we'll go to 7, and then next week we'll go to 5. Maybe we'll go. Today we're winning 6, like Clash said, and then next week we're winning in 4. Or the week following, we're winning 4.
That's
all right.
And then we'll meet them.
I do think this will
at
go to
LAN.
6.
We'll meet them at LAN and then beat them in 5 there.
Ooh.
Yeah, me when I lie. That's right, bud. You're not
calling
going to
LAN.
LAN.
I'm
You're not
calling
going to LAN. I already made that prediction. You're not going to LAN.
All
Doesn't matter how
right,
good you are, you're not going.
We
I
have
prediction
to.
real quick.
predictions,
Though.
check
We're
predictions.
going fast through this. We're making our predictions to Zoms. What's your prediction? Super fast.
Listen, I'm like D1 Eli hater. Rochester Rhythm in 7. It's going the distance.
Okay, I like that.
But I will say it has
respect.
on. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be close every game. One goal games. It could go either way. It's 50-50. It's a coin flip. And has on new Wi-Fi.
Is on new Wi-Fi. That is important.
Oh man, but I will say Flo kind of convinced me with the entire team warming up right now. But I'm gonna keep it. Rochester in 7.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no respect. I've been screaming Fargo. I don't know if I like what I see. Has and I have Rochester the Rhythm in 5, but that is all we have for Challenger. So we are going to be taking a quick break right before our main match. But I did want to say, not going to put anything else out. I heard there may be an Arm of the Rebels style 2s tournament for Chow players around the corner. So look forward to that. And until then, we're going to bring it to a quick break.
Booted up, had to energize me. Yeah. Flew to Paris, I just wanna sightsee. I'm embarrassed. birds that ain't very like me. Got baguettes on my wrist, so they analyze me, yeah.
That push it like a nigga sell, yeah. Get the picture, I get out of my frame. Tryna see everything, what a trip, what a journey. Spending some time in the B-roll. Yeah, can't take for granted the B-roll. Oh yeah, I'm taking my time in the B-roll. Yeah, can't take for granted the B-roll. Oh yeah, spending some time in the B-roll. Okay. I've been on a run, they want the juice, I feel like OJ. Got some skin up in the game and geeked it up like Olay. Same way the world gon' circulate, I keep my gears in rotation. Whole lot of times I cheated. Couldn't repeat it, but can't get conceited. One thing about time is stay undefeated. If you don't celebrate your wins, you'll never see it. Retract, receipt back. What's in my cup, I'm sipping on that YX. I swear life in a movie, here's the reason I IMAX. Had every opportunity to take it to the max. Maximum, believe that. Passport, STMP that. I swear life in a movie, here's the reason I IMAX. Live fast, embrace the past, but 2020 new vision.
Booted up, had to energize me, yeah. Flew to Paris, I just wanna sightsee. I'm embarrassed that ain't very like me. Got baguettes on my wrist, so they analyze me, yeah.
That push it like a nigga sell, yeah. Get the picture, I get out of my frame. Tryna see everything, what a trip, what a journey. Spending some time in the B-roll. Yeah, can't take for granted the B-roll. Oh yeah, I'm taking my time in the B-roll. Yeah, can't take for granted the B-roll. Oh yeah, spending some time in the sailing, coasting, live fast in slow motion. Nights turn in the morning. Living my life trying to see more. Sailing, coasting, live fast in slow motion. Nights turn in the morning. Living my life trying to see. I ain't even trying to impress, I'm just moving imperial. I'm talking S-tier material. The fabric of life that we strive for in my ass for cereal. Where I'm killing shit unto my burial. No need for a map, right now I'm moving how the wind moves leaves. Motion you can't see with your EYE. Won't revert back, but remember days without loose leaf. Not steady earning that. Paper loaded up with the tree, the way we burn that.
Booted up, had to energize me, yeah. Flew to Paris, I just wanna sightsee. I'm embarrassed that ain't very like me. Got baguettes on my wrist, so they analyze me, yeah.
That push it like a nigga sell, yeah. Get the picture, I get out of my frame. Tryna see everything, what a trip, what a journey. Spending some time in the B-roll. Yeah, can't take for granted the B-roll. Oh yeah, I'm taking my time in the B-roll. Yeah, can't take for granted the B-roll. Oh yeah, spending some time in the B-roll.
So it shouts out to my enemies. I know that they envy me, but I'ma be the MVP. Yeah, I know that they watching me. Yeah, so it shouts out to my enemies. I know that they envy me, but I'ma be the MVP. Yeah, I know that they watching me. I say fucking 9 to 5. Away from the place I used to call my home. And they said when I make it up, better not act so unknown. Why they acting like they know me now? I know they dying ones that was talking all on my name. They hit me up constantly, always out here trying to hang. But you just know my bro, you ain't part of the gang. Yeah, you was just dead to me, you was just my enemy. So it shouts out to my enemies. I know that they envy me, but I'ma be the MVP. Yeah, I know that they watching me. Yeah, so it shouts out to my enemies. I know that they envy me,
puffin'. Yo, CeeLo killed this shit. Puffin' starting strong, yeah. Hey. Okay, yeah. I'm puffin' something you don't know about. I'm just tryna pay off mama's mortgage, so it's fucking clout. Had to hit the spot, the blues be lurking, take a different route. Hit it right on him, this all the lights, this shit ain't working out. They know what I want, they know I'm fiending for it. I got the substance, seeing double like I'm Marcus Morris. The GT2 take off, I offset when I floor the Porsche. I hold in one on every swing, I need a different course. Ayy, yeah, where you at? I'm on the way. Had to stop and grab a bite from Chick-fil-A. Yeah, haven't had a meal in couple days. Yeah, but it's okay, I'm getting. It's okay, I'm getting paid. I'm the don, I keep my gun up with a cup of lemonade. I just met her like today and she already saying babe. I'm okay with it, these feelings are new to me, I'm a strange, ayy. So sad, how we move on. My bad, had a cool run. Quick stop, pissed off, need some gummies. Live like hot box, go dummy, yeah. I'm puffin' something you don't know about. I'm just tryna pay off mama's mortgage, so it's fuck the clout. Had to hit the spot, the blues be lurking, take a different route. Hit it right on him, this all the lights, this shit ain't working out. I'm puffin' something you don't know about. I'm just tryna pay off mama's mortgage, so it's fuck the clout. Had to hit the spot, the blues be lurking, take a different route. Hit it right on him, this all the lights, this shit ain't working out. Had to pull over, need CBD gummies up in my system. Just a balance with the blunt of runs, I lit it, feel like Christmas. With the hit, I feel like Serena, this ball ain't never missing. If you see it, you never saw it. If you a rat, no witness. I surround myself with my family, cause I know they the ones who keep it 50 plus 50 with me when they know what I'm up to. I lose track of all of my favorites, so I just cut them all loose. I've been getting ready for winter, I'm coming, what you gon' do? So sad, how we move on. My bad, had a cool run. Quick stop, pissed off, need some gummies. Live like hot box, go dummy, yeah. I'm puffin' something you don't know about. I'm just tryna pay off mama's mortgage, so it's fuck the clout. Had to hit the spot, the blues be lurking, take a different route. Hit it right on him, this all the lights, this shit ain't working out. I'm puffin' something you don't know about. I'm just tryna pay off mama's mortgage, so it's fuck the clout. Had to hit the spot, the blues be lurking, take a different route. Hit it right on him, this all the lights, this shit ain't working out. This shit ain't working out. Shit ain't working out. Yeah.
Justin, I like this one.
Fuck around, hate them bitches, suckers know I'm ballin'. But I been moving all them fast, you know he hollin'. Bitch, that when I'm walking, extra steady calling. My new bitch, Jamie, know he fuck until the morning. They be saying that's my brother, way a lot, now it's down, I ain't convinced. Know they riding on the dick, cause
All right, we're back. So welcome back
We don't talk
to
about
AK's
that.
community stream, where this is the second time that one of us has been muted when we're both on.
Technicality.
Um,
we weren't muted. I just didn't have audio on this whole slide. That's all I gotta say. But it's okay. We got there at the end. How are you doing, Blasky?
I'm doing great. We got a nice little show match here, a little bit of beef between two different teams, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, a little excited. It's gonna be a really good one between both of our child teams. I think it's gonna be a good one. There's a lot of beef and a lot of fun.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, we've had a lot of predictions today. A lot of people seem to be heavily favoring the rhythm. Not really surprised by it, but I think it'll be a good series regardless of like how it goes. I just hope it lives up to the expectations because I think CT said it perfectly. Like the Fargo Steelhawks have an insane potential to just be the worst team on God's green earth. Hopefully they're not, and then I think we'll have a good series. Otherwise, it will be pretty boring.
Yeah, I I could see that occurring where it could go really bad. It's going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be super crazy, game 7, it's going to be close, or I could see my team fully crashing out. Hoping it's the former. Trying to get the lobby set up here.
I mean, my game chat is broken, so I don't know if they love the server or do I gotta leave? I mean, I have to leave.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're gonna have to leave. Tisha got trolled. That's okay.
You know how have you been watching the
I
Snap
have
tonight?
been.
Have you? What have you thought so far about everybody's opinions on everything?
I thought it's a little lopsided. Basically, from what I've heard, it's like 85% of people are assuming Rochester's gonna win, which is fine. It's a little suboptimal for me and my team. I think they're a lot closer than a lot of people let on. Trying to get everyone to back out of the lobby, but they will not, including someone else that's in here. But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot closer than people are letting on. I think at worst it's going to be game 5. I don't think there's going to be a sweep either way. And yeah, we talked a little bit beforehand about how each team's mentality going into it. But I have a lot of confidence in my team. They got a lot better since the crash out. But got new controllers, new internet. I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, Haz is he's getting quite popular. That might be one of my new favorite gifs. But I think just as we get players, as soon as they get in here, just you can just tell them to go. We're ready to go whenever. Slightly late, but I really enjoyed just sitting here all night, just listening to everybody's opinions, not just on this show match, but just in everything. Just the opinions of the individual leagues and MCS community as a whole. I think there was a lot left unsaid, unfortunately, because of the time constraints. We only had 25-minute blocks for each league, which clearly was not enough. We knew that coming in, but I just wanted to see almost a trial run to see how much people wanted to talk, how much people wanted to yap. And as I think it's time to head into this matchup. Like I said, I've really enjoyed it, and I'm grateful to everybody who has joined us tonight. And we'll speak more on that later as we get started. Eli tries putting one on net, and I don't know if have you done your prediction, because I don't think I've done mine.
We have not, or at least we have not done mine. I've been trolling in chat saying Fargo in 5, but I truly think it's going to be Fargo in 6. Just, I got to be on my team's side, and I don't think it's going to be... It's very unlikely it'll be game 5. Definitely won't be game 4, I don't think. So I'm going to go Fargo in 6.
I unironically think it will be the Rhythm in 4, and anything less will be extremely disappointing. Because I have, as the Fargo Steelhawks are on offense, almost push one through, I have seen the Fargo Steelhawks insanely underperform. I have seen, I want to say the worst of them. I think the first week they formed when they went 2-0, I think we had like that insane peak shot from Aqua. That was them at their best as they block each other's shots. But their worst a couple weeks ago was pretty bad. And so I don't think my prediction of my team in 4 as Flo is alone here, Aqua with boost, fluffs his lines. My prediction of Rochester in 4, I don't think that's egotistical. I think that's fair based on the evidence we've seen.
Disagree. But, I mean, they did get 1 goal to go up 1-0, 3.5 minutes in. But it's been pretty... I don't want to say slow because there's been shots, but it feels like none of those shots have been valuable. If that's the correct phrase that I want to use here, it's felt like very savable shots from both sides so far, minus the one that just went in. So it's starting off kind of slow. I think both teams don't really want to make any mistakes, as that could be tragic. Aqua tries to get there, Flo gets the save. Tisha go 1-on-1 versus Eli, throws at the wall, takes it up in the air, loses
control of it, get to 50. And I think that's one thing that differs between our two teams. Is, like you said, my team has a very low floor. The floor is through the ground. It's down there. But undeniable, the team has such a high ceiling. Any one of my players can peak at any point in time. If they keep their mentals up and just don't play stupid, I feel like they could take any team in Challenger and even some bottom tier Premier teams. But it requires them to just not play dumb, if that makes sense. Yeah. That's fair.
It is out.
No,
My
you're
audio
good.
has been out this whole time. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it
Was your audio off this whole time?
this whole time.
AK, no.
I mean, at this point, it is as Flo gets
Bro's
one.
been yapping
gets
forever.
one.
That's why I've been silent.
I've been yapping, but I think it's tradition at this point. Like the AK muting every single stream. Like he thinks he's unmuted. I guess it's just tradition. It is what it is.
Not the whole time, they say.
But,
Okay.
But yeah, I've been saying the Rochester's gonna win in 4. I've been saying the Fargo Steelhawks are frauds. I've been saying the supposed peak is actually people just assuming, and I myself I fell into that trap of like thinking, oh, these players individually, I rate them all highly. As a team, surely they're really, really good at Shega. I think Aqua own goals, but Shega good.
I think that was in regardless, but that was a fantastic shot.
Great pass by Eli, average.
I was close. I don't know if that was in. But minute and 7 seconds left on the clock. Rochester up by 2. It's a close one. It's felt like Rochester's been in control a lot here towards the end, and you can see that by the last 2 goals being scored. Aqua tries to put it up. T-Sheg there. Tries to get a bump on Haz. Couldn't quite get there. As Haz tries to take it up, Aqua has to come in for him and get a pass off to Eli. Shega throws it off his own backboard. Aqua is there, spikes it down for Haz, and we're just trading basically own goals at this point.
They're just doing it for the contents. I know my team loves their contents. Every single time they're winning a match, they got to make it a 1-goal game just to make it interesting and just spike AK's heart rate just a tiny bit. But I think they still saw it enough, and I don't know that I've seen enough good opportunities from the Steelhawks to call this an even match. I think my team has had a majority of the threatening.
That's another moment of them just not playing smart.
Where are they
playing with egos. I'm not 100% sure. I don't like to point fingers, but I mean, I think it was a matter of Aqua was positioned as second man but had no boost. Eli had full boost, but it was as third man. They just didn't communicate it. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, like, on their playstyle is like very, very cut heavy, and I guess like the comms are not fast enough to catch up with their wanting to cut all the time. But yeah, this is. I mean, honestly, I would say a warm-up game for my team as well, because I think there's been a couple of mistakes. Both goals have been mistakes. There's a couple slight like mini opportunities that we've given away that the Steelhawks have not been able to take advantage of. I think this is the closest they will get, and that's not looking good for the Steelhawks.
I disagree. There's been a lot of mistakes on both sides. I know it's a little biased to say otherwise. I have a lot of faith in my team. They tend to troll the first one. It happens. Hopefully they do better on this next one. We'll see. I know that they struggle a lot with the first game. Where it's like, oh, it's a warm up, whatever.
I mean,
Um,
just so the audience get to see the scoreboard. I don't like putting up the leaderboards. I like switching away from the leaderboards, but we got to see the Eli points real quick. Just so everybody knows how that match went up. I'm sure he'll step it up. I mean, first round challenger, first overall, the best player in challenger, supposedly, allegedly.
AK, you're just opening up to get clowned on when he gets one clip this whole series and spams it
One clip
in
and
the server.
still loses and still gets swept.
And he will still throw that in your face the entire time.
I mean,
You know that he will.
I mean, he will.
That's Eli.
He will, but it's not really gonna.
Absolutely Eli.
Oh, I mean, I almost accidentally broke something. This should be good. I hope. As your teams are yeah. Well, they got a better map. Surely they win now. That's how that works.
I'm very.
Game 2 underway.
As we see, Has tries to get it past. Busy pops it up on backboard. Aqua there to carry it across. Busy trying to get the bump on Eli. Couldn't quite get there. Aqua dribbles it. 50s through one. Flow is last back. Eli ego pushes. And Has tries to get a double tap here. Does he get it? He gets 50. Busy still has the ball. And a lot of double commits from both teams already. I feel like being 30 seconds in and already seeing like 2 or 3 double commits is a little much. But that's how it goes sometimes. It's Busy tries to pop it up. Has there with the dunk. And Has throws it into the net. No one quite back for Rochester. As we see Fargo take the lead 1-0.
As you just said, Busy unable to get to the ball on the wall, and well, neither Shega nor Fall back to get his back, to cover his back, his miss. There's just one goal, and like you said, like a couple of minutes just to stop the early game. It's not really much to go by. I'm still not worried.
That's usually what someone that's worried says, but
I mean, someone
Eli up in the air.
I would say somebody that's worried would predict a closer series, like a 6-game, 7-game series, not as Busy. Almost puts him on it. Has with a really good save. And Eli with a 0 boost. You know, this might just be like just small. Where is Has going?
I think he's 50 and Busy. As
we
Busy throws at the net. Aqua pre-jumps for some reason. Has with okay. He saves it, I guess. T-Shega gets a reset. Tries to get another one. Has with another save. Busy throws it gently at the net as Eli clears it out. Flow throws into the sidewall. Aqua decides to just miss it. As pops at his corner. Gets a double round 1. T-Shega there to clear it up. Eli flies up. Tries to get a double tap. Couldn't quite get there. And ball is now on Fargo's side. And I mean, I've noticed, Fargo is like 95% solo plays for our child team, which is quite the opposite for our Rising Star and Premier teams. So it's just an interesting little dynamic that I did not mean to put together that way. It just happened to work out that way with this team. It's a little interesting because I feel like that's one thing that Rochester's pretty good at is making sure that the ball's spread around, passed around, and Fargo just want clips, I guess, content and whatnot.
Do you think that's a winning style? You think your team has a chance at whether it's Major 2, getting far if not winning it, or getting far at LAN if not winning it? You think that playstyle has potential for success? Or you think
I'll say one thing that's positive about that playstyle in a LAN setting is that if you have 3 people that don't like to pass the ball and they all have really high, like they can peak at any time, then that decreases the amount of times you have to spread the ball. If you have one person playing bad and you keep trying to pass them the ball and they keep playing bad, it's not going to go well. I've experienced teams that have that, and it's not good. It has ruined LAN and major experiences. Versus if you have players that are just really good at soloing, you kind of take a lot of that out of the equation if they play well at LAN.
Yeah, I mean, but I think the other side of that coin is that I think with Eli, that's a completely fair point because we have seen him perform at that level on LAN on the biggest stage. But I think with Aqua and especially with Hags, who his control is notwithstanding, I think he's a very nervy player. I think we've already seen that, and I think that will get exposed even more on LAN. I don't know if expecting him to peak on LAN is. I think you said this at the beginning of this. It was like your team's floor is so low that it's just too low for my liking. But right now, they are winning this game, and my team, they're just missing a lot of opportunities. As this should be in the net, as Busy cleans it up. Perfect timing. As I almost said I was nervous, but I didn't finish my sentence, so it does not count. But we've had a lot of almost this match, where like we just got to the goal line, just couldn't finish. A couple open net misses, both of them from T-Check, but you know those do happen. When you create as many opportunities as my team does, as Flo looks awkward here, gets it to the side wall, that's the player you're looking to peak at LAN.
I mean, to be fair, we could talk all the trash we want, but the only goal that your team scored this game was because your guy squished out of net for a bump and got one.
Don't tell me you're one of those who scoffs at
whereas
bumps.
Has actually hit something decent. So like we can dog on Has all we want, but he was there.
Well, like I said, I mean, if going for clips is the way you think you will win, I wish you the very best of luck. But I am actually really proud of how my team played the game and how they played for each other, both in the demos they attempt, the space they create for each other, and the aggression they play with. As Flo goes for a double reset, hits it to the back with Shega unable to put it in. Busy will keep it up. Goes for a clip, Has able to get it away. Has a flip, can't do anything with it as it go into overtime for game 2. And by my count, I counted at least 5 open net misses by my team.
And yeah, and again, that's the floor that we've been discussing. So I mean,
is it really much of a floor though? Because if we're missing 5 open nets and we're still not even, I don't. How many opportunities that you can remember has your team actually created? Genuinely.
I'd say a decent bit.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, yes, they're not creating opportunities, but they're also not necessarily throwing. I get 2 demo goals.
I mean, again, like you can keep scoffing at the demo goals, but who's winning 2-0 right now? I mean, if you want to tell your team they can have a 1-minute timeout, they can have a timeout. We'll just give them to one for free. We didn't discuss this before.
No, they're not going to need one. But I mean, we could discuss like needing someone to peak, right? But you can't talk about Haz's ceiling being so low. I mean, he outscored everyone. Let's be real. And he didn't miss 5 open nets that you yourself had counted. There's only so much trash talk you could do regarding Haz.
But the point is like that my team does play as team instead of an individual game where they can miss 5 open nets and still win a game because of how much offense they create and how much they play around each other compared to Eli hit 1 flip reset, double flip reset, something. Oh wow, what a cool shot. We got 1 goal. Oh, Has hit something. Oh my god, Aqua with the flip reset to the side wall. He scored, and that's all you're pinning your hopes on. Your team is, I don't know. You know, I'm happy that you created a team that you think can perform well. I just don't think they can. I think that the potential is capped, extremely capped, and I think we're seeing it on full display right now.
I think it's fair to believe that. And like I said, you know, floor is floor. So we see interesting 50 and kickoff strat. I mean, I like it. I like changing up kickoffs. I think Busy missed the boost. That could have been a lot cleaner, but as we see.
Though. Well done. Good try, buddy. Next time, maybe.
We see Has get the clear. Eli with the demo. Flo throws into his corner. Aqua does pop it up in front of the net. Busy with the side clear. Tries to get the double. Couldn't quite get there. Gets a bump though. Has scoots it past him. and shoots it again. I feel like out of all the players, he has the highest floor. I mean, he's been consistent this whole series so far.
I think on your team, I think it is Eli, but yeah, you are right. In the series specifically, it has been the one showing up for his team every single time. Which fair play to him. The new controller must be working. Check his controller for some hacks. As T-Shag almost puts a pinch in. Yeah, again, did your team take the lead in game 1, or was it just game 2?
Just game 2 and 3.
I think did he hit that off 2 people? The Seahawks take a 2-goal lead. Oh, just Flo.
I think just off of Flo.
Well, I mean, they have a 2-goal lead this time instead of just 1. Maybe they figured something out. They didn't need a timeout. They just needed a couple game warm-up as they try a pinch.
Couldn't quite get it. Has coming in the save again.
Yep.
I'm telling you, Has is an incredibly underrated player. I feel like he's making plays when no one else is able to. It's Aqua. Gets the clear, gets the reset. Not quite. T-Shag gets it past 1. Has his last. Has to make a save. Flo there throws at the backboard, busy with the demo. And I mean, I feel like there's a lot more control this game from both rosters, and I just feel like that's just cleaner gameplay. It's a lot of boomer 50s, things like that in the first 2. So I'm at least enjoying the gameplay a little bit more in this game. So we see tries to get over 1, couldn't quite put it in. Aqua sends it to the sidewall. It gets sent towards the net. Has to backflip to save it. And it gets sent at the backboard. Aqua is up. 3 minutes left on the clock. We're seeing a very demo-heavy Rochester team. And I know we talked about it before that Rochester was going to kind of troll it a decent bit and just try to get under the skin. I could see the play style change from normal in this series.
I slightly disagree. I don't think they're trolling it, and I don't think they changed their playstyle. I think.
You don't think this demo-heavy playstyle's a change?
No, this is what they do. No. This is actually what they do. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure like 2 of them are in the top 5 demos in Challenger, and all 3 of them are in the top 15. I think the only person. Wait, I could be wrong, but I believe only Clash is higher, and Busy and T-Shag got 2 and 3 in demos in all of Challenger. So they are very high. And Flo, he's like there's series where he does get a lot. Not every series he's like the least demoer, but he does go for it. My team they do attempt a high volume of demos, so it is not.
Holy!
It's an amazing shot, and Has puts it on the backboard, no follow up. Busy are able to get it away, and some good offense from the Seahawks that we haven't been seeing.
Yeah, I'm very excited with what they've been doing this whole time, and I'm just glad to see them in a little bit more control than they have been the first 2 games. As we see Aqua get another 50, gets sent back. Has is pre-jumping and gets a hat trick. I mean, come on now. I know after game 1 you said that was about as close as it was going to get, and I could agree. It is 3-0 now in favor of the Steelhawks. So
it is 3-0 in this game with 1.5 minutes left. But the series is still 2-0 lead to the Rochester Rhythm. But yeah, you're not wrong. I didn't see this game coming. Just leaving our back open, a couple double commits. But I think the point I was trying to make, I don't think I should be in.
Oh no!
I might need to watch this one back and just get a counter of like open net misses.
Oh, T-Shag. That's not what you want to see.
But I think that perfectly explains my point. Well, like, even with that, I honestly don't count my team out. Like, even with all of that, I think.
Oh.
As you said, like has been playing really well. I don't think any of my team have been quote unquote playing well. I think they've all been meh, and then they're still in the lead. Not of this game, but of the series, as Eli almost puts one more in. Flo pops it, takes it over 1. Aqua able to get a touch to the corner, and the Seahawks look to be closing this game out.
100%. And I mean, that's one of the things, like, you could say it's confidence, you can say it's just a little interesting concept of my team's not playing well, but they could definitely play better, therefore they're going to win. I mean, they are up 2-0, but there's a lot of momentum shift from this game here so far, and I mean, T-Shega couldn't buy a goal so far. It's been rough for this game.
Yep.
They want another one.
And that is slightly surprising considering that he is what, as I understand it, like the third highest goals in Challenger. Not goals per game, but just goals total in all of Challenger. So he does score a high volume of goals. Him and Busy are the primary offensive players.
Yeah, I mean, Has is like
looking tasty.
Hard carrying. I don't know what it is with this series, if it's just the trash talk before it and the Challenger like thing that you did before this, but something is fueling him because he is literally just outscoring everyone.
Very good point, actually. I didn't both Has and Flo were trash talking each other heavy.
Yeah,
I don't
Has
know,
just had as much score as the next top 3 players combined, which is just nuts. So I don't know what's fueling him other than maybe that trash talking. It's something crazy though. I'm really liking it. I'm hoping it continues on because we need him to do that for the next major, especially depending if the points are similar to last season. We see T-Shega gets it past 2, gets a 50. Eli trying to follow it, no boost. Flo takes it up, gets the reset. Aqua is there to clear it. Busy trying to throw it right back in the middle. Gets one touch. Gets another one. Eli with the 50.
What is that?
Yeah, I'm not 100%. Oh my! I mean, it's Has versus Rochester, and I think Has is low-key could win this. I don't know what's going on, dude. Is Has the one playing? Did we get like Mogi on the sticks or what is going on here?
Mogi did predict him to win. He might have hopped on the sticks actually. We might need to check that actually. Good comms. As Eli tries to sidewall. You are not that guy, pal. Maybe Has this.
Yeah, I was gonna say Has is probably the scariest guy to have the ball in the server right now. I don't know what is going on.
I actually agree with that point. Yeah, everything he's touching right now is turning to gold.
The Aqua try to send it to the net. He just gives. I thought he was going to give Flo a free save, but doesn't get close enough for that even. As Eli, in a 1v2, hits it just at the wall past T-Shega, pops it up mid. Flo low boost in net, tries to take it up the wall. It gets 50 by Aqua. T-Shega has just about full boost. Gonna try to carry it as far as he can. Gets it past 2. Aqua is there. Takes up the sidewall, and I don't know what Eli's doing.
I mean, I don't know if you watch him, but like there are days where he's literally just his brain just turns off and he's just driving. Average Eli. But I
love Eli. I drafted him for a reason, but man.
I think coming back, starting the conversation a little bit back to what the Challenger guys were discussing earlier, as T-Shek, this should be in. Cannot miss that. I wanted to say that slightly earlier, right, as the shot, but I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, that's a scary call to make with what we've had.
Good play by Busy to get it over 2, and Flo cleaned out the demo on the third one. But I think there was a point made about the Steelhawks possibly going like 0-2. I don't know how Busy.
Who just
allowed
missed that?
To shoot this. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, traded.
Goal, but
Aqua just
Belling has.
missing one of the easiest saves.
Honestly,
I mean,
it's still. I mean, the Steelhawks still loses, I believe. But if they do, has cause to tell you to retire the entire team.
yeah, I gotta get his Venmo after this series because he's putting us on the map right now. As Eli tries to get sent mid with the diamond pass from the corner, has on the ball now. Look out! Flo tries to take it. Eli tries to shoot what he thinks is an open net, but Chiga's there. Aqua up to 50, Busy gets the dunk, tries to get another one. Is up. I think gets the reset. Tries to get a pinch. Oh, I mean, just I don't know what is going on. It's something is either really off with
Alright.
everyone else, or
T-Shag is
something's
online.
really on with Haz.
T-Shag is online. And you see this? Aqua pre-jumps, goes low with a musty dunk on Haz. You want to be that guy, Haz? Be that guy. Let's see you now. Let's see you now. As Flo does not stop yapping in the game chat. But you need your gameplay to improve. Do something.
I say we're basically seeing a T-Shag versus Haz 1v1. Eli doesn't quite know that there's a net there.
Who can miss about open nets? Eli or T-Shag? Well, I think T-Shag is like 5 in this series, but wait. Oh,
He gets another one.
he didn't miss. And again, like off kickoff, the Steelhawks are just completely just disorganized. Aqua playing for a sidewall pass when his teammate does not have possession, just leaving Eli to hang, and Eli just slow plays it for no reason, and just Check able to sneak it in, and Rhythm takes a 3-goal lead. Eli gets bumped, made him awkward.
100%.
And all of a sudden, this looks like more like the first game, at least, or the first couple of games.
Yeah, one thing I've realized with the Steelhawks team is like when they get down, they get panicky. Like they just stop playing like normal. So if like it's 0-1, it's basically GG's. If we start off 0-1 in terms of like goals, like if they just lose a lead, things get a little. Everyone likes to play hero ball. I need them to stop playing hero ball and just start putting shots on net.
I will say, like, not taking anything away from the Steelhawks' victory, it was primarily a Haz victory, where it was Haz just playing absolutely out of his mind, and that in combination with the Rhythm making a couple mistakes. But I can't lie, Eli and Aqua, I have not seen much of them in this series. Neither have I. Like I haven't seen anything from Busy or Flow either.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah,
I feel like it's been Flo and T-Shag versus Haz, like a lot of the series, and I don't know if it's nerves
Yeah.
or what, because there's been so much trash talk from like Eli. We all know Eli's a yapper, and so maybe it's just pride on the line. He's a little nervous or something, because I mean on defense he looks a little lost.
I mean,
to say the least.
This is taking them to series 20, and like the way this is going, you really think your team is recovering from this? Like, I mean, I think at the beginning of the series you said something about your team's mental. Like them when they go down, they go really, really down.
Yeah, they do struggle with that. I'm hoping they're able to bounce back a little bit. I need some like gold dude to hop in a VC with them or something. Get the mental right back up. Get J-Bay and Gold Dude, I think, are two of the most vibey players that we can have.
Yeah.
If we can get, I mean, you gotta hit that, Eli.
But you could
The
have
worst
them,
case
like,
scenario right now is Brazil.
Get, or as TJ like to say, like a hate to be you type like. As Eli misses, almost turns into a fake T-Shag off the ceiling, probably a pass. Good cutoff from Aqua. A lot of Aqua. The only thing I've seen from Aqua has been a lot of midfield cutoffs, which is really, really good because he likes pre-dumping. As Eli,
Not that goal would have meant anything,
I
but it
think
would have been
Eli
at
would've
least
blocked
nice
that.
for the momentum.
Eli would have blocked
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, this is not. As Aqua tries something, almost
He's
goes off.
trying to psycho, I guess, but worst case scenario is getting Brazil tier. I think they need to score, or they just let the clock run out. Just let it drop, please. As we get into match point, 3-1 in favor of Rochester. I mean, they just need to lock in.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, obviously, we don't need to comment on Haz. Aqua probably making a car switch here. I don't know how much that's going to do. I don't know if maybe he has just different presets for different situations and he feels off or whatever.
I mean,
I've never been one to do that, but
I think both Eli and Aqua have been averaging like 200 points. Like it's not looking good. But I like what you said about Gold Dude and as I
J-Bay.
come back to the game. Almost missed it. But yeah, I think having them in the call when they play, it could be a good shout. I can't lie. Like as a GM, like you can just veto them and say they're just gonna be in here muted up as an open net in the first 9 seconds of the series point. Has unable to get a dunk. Eli is getting bumped. And yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's just how it goes. And okay, so Aqua in a classic car here.
I was trolling the whole time.
I'm not gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah. Good job.
Yeah. So
we love the switch to a troll protocol in the last game when we realize we can't win and just say it was just a show match. Who cares? We'll win when it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, to be fair, that's 100% what your player said before this series.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I will tell you what they told me directly.
I'll tell you what they said in MCS tier list chat.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Well, like T-Shek literally said, and I quote, "We will literally treat it as a scrim and just have fun. Because it doesn't matter.
Whoa.
We know we'll beat them when it matters most." That's what he told me.
I say Flo was talking about like who cares about winning a pointless show match.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you can't really criticize the Steelhawks for if they go with the same mentality.
I mean, but
if they set up the copium beforehand.
He didn't really set it up. I'll be honest. I'm sure we'll get in calls with all these guys, like as the days go by, leading up to next week's matchup. But I think it should be in. If Eli gets a goal, is that first goal series? For the second. He might have
I'm hoping it's the second. I can tell you for sure.
Good job, dude. I mean, maybe we might be speaking too soon. They might take this and.
I think Eli is peaked in points a minute and a half into this game. If I'm being real.
I might need to fact check that. He might have actually, yeah.
If not, it's pretty close. It's kind of a tragedy, but I mean, that's how it goes. Aqua tries to get a 50. Az gets a free shot, but Eli 50s at mid. Aqua there to shoot it.
T-Shek and Flo just driving somewhere. I'm not sure.
They're just holding hands, walking away from the net.
And I can't lie, I do have a swim in 15 minutes, so I would like this to wrap up. I would appreciate it not going to 6.
I'm gonna DM J Beta Phil for you. You're okay.
Ooh.
Let's see. A 50. Wait, you scheduled a scrim in a knowing there's a best of 7 match.
I mean,
right before it.
I will say like this would have been, I would have been fine to do that, but the challenger section on the Gap Fest went 9 minutes like later than intended, which is fine. Like every single segment, I think we could have gone for an hour and a half minute. And then the challenger guys had a lot to say, so we could have gone on that one for like 2 hours. So we had we cut off people like from talking. People wanted to talk a lot, which is good. I mean, you want an involved community. People are engaged. People are awesome.
Yeah, there was a whole ton of unspoken storylines, beef, friendships, team changes, and we got 20, 30 minutes for each division. It kind of just worked out that way that it could have gone on for so much longer. So I get it. Still risky, but I get it.
Yeah, and also we couldn't swim yesterday because some of us had plans for stuff like that. And couldn't do that, and obviously my team, our other team, is not in a good place, at least in standings. We have been working on a lot. As Eli,
now we know he's peaked in points for sure. But
Steelhawks lead in Game 5. We're looking to take us to 6. But yeah, like Mario, I'm trying to not just make plans, but build enough momentum to do something.
100%, especially if you make a decent splash for the second major.
Yeah.
But I get that.
So I've been trying to get as much reps with the team as possible. That's T-Shek. I get that was a good free jump save by Eli, but T-Shek scores out on another day. I don't. T-Shek, I definitely am watching this back and getting a T-Shek open net counter miss.
Yeah, the training packs are about to get
double commit. That's falling mid, but nobody's there. That should have been close ball to go for. It looked like, but T-Shek just came out of nowhere. Another demo. As Aqua would love blue stakes at 50.
You see, no one's on defense, but Aqua just doesn't do anything
Yeah,
about
just
it, I guess.
passes. Yeah, Aqua is a fraud, unfortunately.
Okay, buddy.
And unfortunately, what I will say is.
So what was that?
I mean, he is still a fraud. I can't lie. Like, I thought this guy was good at the game, but the more I look at him play, the more I'm like, interesting. Interesting. That's all I'll say. Maybe the allegations of being champ 3 were actually true.
That's insane. That's insane, comms.
I mean, there were allegations of him being an actual champ 3 at draft. So.
All right.
As the Philhawks looked to take game 5 on the troll mindset seemed to have worked. As Stishek tried the solo play, was able to get it away, and another open net almost. We are going to 6. Did you
Yeah, I think it's all but confirmed. I did predict 6.
Eli's just getting his averages.
Yeah, I know. He's just trying to make it so the ball chasing doesn't look horrendous afterwards.
I'll
Because
admit-
we know,
Yeah.
regardless, it's getting posted.
I will admit this game and then see what it would have been without this game because I'm really interested.
Because both Fargo and Rochester have stat nerds on each side. So I think regardless of who wins, there's some stats that are gonna get spooky. Yeah, he's been. Yeah, those little maps that he's been making that based off of what Flo showed him. I mean, he's made like quadruple what Flo did just because Flo showed him how to do it. And obviously, if one of those gets made and somehow the Fargo Steelhawks pull it off, Eli's gonna spam that as well.
Yeah.
As he does. So.
Actually, speaking of that, I know like it has nothing to do with the series. I think you'll enjoy this. I got something to show you. Unfortunately, the audience won't get to play along as game 5 wraps up for the Steelhawks win.
Yeah, it's just farming.
Eli, we know what you are, buddy. We know what you are. You can farm this one match all you want, but we know what you are.
Oh, dude, I saw that player map. That was tragic.
I think you predicted 6 the other way for the Steelhawks, right?
Yeah.
As they look to... Hopefully the Rhythm don't choke as 3-1 lead as Eli...
It's another... Dude, actual farm.
Rat, bro. Like, right.
Genuinely, his
50
average
fast
goes up
has-
by like 200 just off this game alone.
I think more. How much does he have this game?
900 and something.
Yeah.
That's just
I
nuts.
won't be surprised if his average was like sub 200 before that, and then now it's just not. It's like what is a fraud. But I'm joining CT Nivlak in
I respect it.
in the wearing different jerseys era. I'm wearing Bemidji. I'm wearing St. Cloud with. I heard Zoms and them had like some medals to play around with. Just where's yours, Husky?
My medal?
Yeah.
I don't got one. I have a different league one. It's not the same.
Ah.
That was against SSLs though, so that felt a little better.
Against SSL's fraud.
Yeah,
didn't
I beat
watch it,
Stewie on
so-
land for that one.
Oh, those who know.
To be fair, I had really good teammates, so
You are him. Don't discount yourself, buddy.
So-
Keep doing something that I do for the MCS stream, but I don't need to do for this one. But keep forgetting. As we pop into game 6.
What?
Go ahead.
I like the concept of that, but the execution was suboptimal, to say the least.
And I think the Rhythm took the lead in game 1 at the exact same timestamp. I'm not kidding. In game 5, I think we were 1 goal up at 4:51.
Yeah, yeah.
As hopefully history does not repeat. Now the
Let's
kickoff
see.
has able to.
So my team's trying to become kickoff merchants. Clearly, they're trying different things here. So, I like it. Nothing wrong with the little kickoff goal just to tie it up. Hopefully, our team doesn't just rely on that to win.
I mean, that's a good thing because I mean I think we focused the first few games. We focused heavily on like how solo play heavy your team is. Like the more ways you're able to score, the better.
Oh,
Gets it
100%.
over to the ball is floating. Eli should have passes to Aqua, just hits it to the Rhythm. Flo going for a sidewall, doink maybe, but for bump instead.
Oh my!
Egg denied. That might just roll into the net. Flow should have this. He will have his boost taken. Good stall. But,
I mean,
how many
Has got to
goal
get
line
MVP.
how many goal line shutdowns has Has had?
That was 2 back-to-back right there, and not to mention how many goals he's put on himself. I mean, yeah. Even if we lose, I feel like Has has got to get the MVP.
I don't know about that. He's got to win to get the MVP, respectfully.
I don't know about all that. He's been a monster.
I've never heard an MVP being on a MVP. I mean, he's not the only time an MVP is on a losing stream. I mean, you gotta at least take us to 7. So you have to win this, take us to 7, make it a close game 7, and sure, then I'll consider it.
Okay. I can respect that at least.
Yeah.
So.
But if they lose here, then you can't be considered an MVP for winning.
Who do you say gets MVP over him?
I mean,
T-Shake?
I mean, to be honest, I think the only 2 in contention are T-Shake and Has. I don't know anybody else. I would say, yeah, like I said, like I mean, if this goes to 7, I don't want to speak too soon, but I wouldn't be opposed of Has getting it. I think he's played that well. I don't want to say I'm gonna give it to him, right? Because I gotta back my guy, but T-Shake has also been playing pretty solid, even with all the net misses. Bro, imagine T-Shake's all the open net misses with it. Just imagine.
Hey man, that's part of the
And
game.
he's still playing
Hardest
well,
balls to hit.
Like that's like it's really good.
There's just a lot of no boost from. I just saw like 4 different players have 0 boost at the same time.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see at this level. Just have not even like 5 boost.
I'll be honest.
We
I think
see.
I don't want to say the. As that one just drops in, I think Has was just awkward landing off the sidewall, and whoever was behind him was just not prepared for Has to not have it. Yeah, Eli was just not ready. Unfortunate, but a good pop on net by Busy. But I think like this middle level in Challenger, where like the players are like really good individually, mechanically, where like they're going for a lot of stuff, but the game sense wise and like their boost management and everything is not at that like high GC3 SSL level. As Eli gets a pass on net, but nobody there. Good midfield demo by the Rhythm. They're pre-jumping each other now, but I think like they don't have the boost management to match their skill level, the mechanical skill level. So like they will have a lot of mid. I'm just done talking about open nets. I'm also done. I'm gonna make them all do like a shooting tack training or something. Please don't tell me that's in my net. That's in my
Oh my.
Where are you going, buddy? Wake up.
A little overextended there. We get some comms in the chat from Spooky. Eli went from 262 point average to 404. So if that tells you anything about how much you just farmed.
Can
Yeah.
I get? Okay. You carry on. I gotta find a spill for my swim. Unfortunately.
No worries. I got it. So Aqua hits it at the sidewall. Couldn't quite follow it up. Tries to look for a demo. Couldn't get one. Flow is flying up for it. Hands in the corner. Eli passes it to T-Shake, then kills him. So I suppose that's one way to make sure he doesn't get the ball. Eli has full boost. Tries to pop it up. Flow goes for the demo. Doesn't quite get it. Eli gets it past everyone and their grandma. Throws it in the back of the net. The Steelhawks are up 3-2 with 1:09 left on the clock. And he had 0 goals before that game, AK. Intel just came in. Eli did not have a goal before he dropped 900 points.
Ooh, I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, yeah, it's like he's not doing anything at all. As with a minute left, the Rhythm look to close out the series.
We see 50 gets sent. Busy toss up to his corner. Aqua pre-jumps, doesn't realize Busy doesn't actually want to hit it. Tries to throw it mid. Almost a rule 1. Just gets out of it. I think that was Busy and Has. That could have been dangerous for the Steelhawks. As we see Aqua. Again, like you said, those cutoffs in the midfield are like half of Aqua's highlights of this series. And it's not it's not an attractive highlight, but it's such an important highlight. So I'm glad that someone's doing that. Aqua tries to get a 50, gets dunked, throws at the sidewall. 18 seconds left on the clock. Eli does not have boost, gets 50 past him. Aqua and has on this ball. Aqua tries to carry it across. And I think that was Busy helped clear it a little bit. Busy is up, trying to clip. Couldn't quite get there. Aqua with the clear flow. Last back. Gets dunked by Eli. And couldn't quite get the touch.
He faked it. Good calls. Good gamesmanship. I love that. As the rhythm just closed
the content.
Out in was that game 7? That was not game 7.
That was game 6.
Oh, that was game 6.
I think.
Yeah, that was okay.
Yeah, so we're going to game 7.
Oh,
do I put us on Champions Field?
Go for it. Why not? Let's run it up.
My team's gonna tweak. They don't like the bright maps. What'd they say?
Surely the Rochester Rhythm do not choke.
That would be tough. I think either way, it's a lot closer than most people thought it would be. You know. Okay. Now what side are you on? What side are you on now?
What do you mean? What side am I on?
We're going game 7, so you're either going to argue, no, a lot of people had this close, or you're going to argue, it's not actually that close.
A lot of people did not have it this close, and I will go into 7, but I still don't think it's close. But obviously,
Okay.
the going to 7 gives you the right to call me delusional.
If they go into game 7, both teams having very dominating games on both sides and very close games, I think warrants calling it close. It's not like one side has won like super dominantly the whole time, and then when the other team won, it was like 1-goal games.
Yeah, like I said, that is like completely fair for you to say. I can't really like argue that because we are in game 7.
So, I think it's definitely close. I know there's probably a little bit more nerves, at least on the Fargo side. I'm sure you'll say Rochester's still trolling, but I know that there's a lot of yappers on both sides, and either team's not looking forward to getting clowned after this, regardless of it going to game 7.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Eli might be online in game 7. He hits an open net, unlike T-Shag.
I seriously, if someone can go back and count all the open net misses, honestly, from both teams, and then can we get like a has save counter, but like has to be on the goal line? That'd be huge too. Because Eli's trying to make a case for MVP. I still don't think he deserves it. I think Has is the GOAT. I think the last 3 games, one of them he absolutely farmed.
I mean, you mean the one he.
This one included.
He was meh last game as well. I think
he's doing better than he was.
I think regardless of what happens this match, I think I am more than willing to give it to Has.
Yeah, I think.
Obviously, especially if they win. Even if he doesn't win, I think he's played that well.
Yeah. I think it's just Has against the fucking world. Whoa, probably can't swear here. Has against the world.
I didn't hear that, so it's fine.
And we're having Aqua get some crazy cutoffs. So Has tries to get the dunk on Flow, doesn't quite get it. Has gets bumped into it, so he still follows. I mean, gets it past 1. Couldn't quite get the touch, tries to get the bump. Flow with the clear. T-Shiga pass it back to mid. Busy is there. Aqua off the backboard. That's a nice bump. No one quite back. Flow has boost now. The lucky bounce up. Gets bumped off of it.
How was he read that? What? How is that lucky?
I mean, if that bounces out, that's a goal.
Yeah,
is what I'm
see where
saying.
It's bouncing, so it's not really. The player can just read it and dust into the ball, but he didn't.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
I might be a little nervous now, so I gotta become hostile.
I was gonna say, being down 1-0 in game 7, I'd be nervous too. As we see, Eli tries to get the pinch, not quite getting there. T-Shag up 1v1 versus Has, gets it past 1. Eli, no boost, gets the 50, and Busy trying to finally show up this series, couldn't quite get there. Eli Can't quite get it past one. Aqua gets a 50. Busy is there to shut it down. Flow with a nice demo. I mean, this could be anyone's game. I don't like when T-Shaga flies up at the ball because it makes me feel like we're going to get scored on. Probably what you feel like when Haz has the ball. It makes me so much more nervous.
Yeah, I mean, I think especially this series, like, fair enough. Like, that is... Busy can be dangerous, but this series he has not been, as Haz almost bangs one in from the sidewall. T-Shag is last back with low boost. This is really awkward for the rhythm. Busy able to clamp it down, and that is an open net. T-Shag can put it on target. Low shot. Aqua able to get back to it. Busy maybe will do something for once. Fakes it, and now T-Shag is awkward with low boost. But yeah, I think from a rhythm perspective, I think I've been really disappointed as Flow gets the equalizer. I've been really disappointed by Busy because on his day he has the potential to be the best player on our team. I think I said it at the
100%.
beginning, like our team's offense is like heavily dependent on both T-Shag and Busy, with Flow cleaning up. And the series is just the T-Shag. With Flow still cleaning up. But Busy has just been pretty anonymous, I think. I think he'll be disappointed with it. And I'm not liking what I'm watching. T-Shag able to put himself in the way. Busy, good touch over one. Low boost now, but this should be fine. Flow got boost. Good dunk from him. He should be able to follow this. Gives it away. I know he'll not be happy with that because my team does not like throwing the ball away. And that might be on the net. Almost sneaks in. And with 20 seconds to go, Game 7 is shaping up to be a really good match.
Yeah, we are inches away from an overtime, not to jinx it one way or another. I mean, Game 7 overtime would be content. We see Busy tries to get one, gets the demo on Eli. Flow does pop it up mid. Doesn't have the boost to follow necessarily. Aqua does hit it to the side. Eli is there. And we got Game 7 overtime. Holy moly. We see Flow with the ball here. 30 boost, gets it past one. Tries to get the demo, that's off. Tries to get a 50 in, couldn't quite get there. I'm just about out of my seat. This is
Respond to my scrum team real quick. But yeah, this is I mean, this is perfect. I mean, for the content, this is perfect. I mean, obviously neither of our predictions going perfect. Series is much closer than I initially thought it was.
Yeah.
But this is really oh no, not like this.
Oh my goodness.
He's like almost, and I think that's like what's right there is what's making me say like it's been close, but it hasn't really, because there's been so much of those like almost from the rhythm where it's just been goal line bounces where it just doesn't go in. Well, on another day those goes in and it's just because that bounces mid should have pops it out to the sidewall. Busy waiting on boost. T-Shag gets a weird bounce, but nobody from the Silhawks is there to follow up. Flow just hits it away and has man of the moment, almost puts in the finishing touch. Eli passes to T-Shag. Double commit saves his follow Steelhawks, and Flow gets it over one. And now it's nerves, like just one mistake and this series is over. Eli first gets it on one. No, I honestly don't know where this is going.
I don't either. This is there's a lot of mistakes and a lot of panicking to not make mistakes happening at the same time. And neither of these teams look the same as they did Game 6. To be totally honest. It's it's definitely interesting. And so Flow with the demo does clear one, has gets a spawn on boost now.
Gets it over one, has good cleanup. Aqua made awkward by Busy. Still has a touch. Lift, tries passing to
Oh.
He gets it around one.
Eli is back.
I'm trying to like trying to cope that like we've missed so much open nets. Don't tell me that's in. As Busy goes missing, the state of his series especially, why Busy is gonna be really disappointed as Eli able to get that touch, does not miss. Busy again with a bad touch. At least gets a good dunk to follow it up. And a bump.
Oh,
That was just floating
good
down
bump.
net. Eli, good
Eli
follow
is
up.
there.
The
They
Devils
need to buy
starting
some
ramp
breathing
up.
room.
I mean, it's just busy now. He's not going to do anything unless they bump each other.
He still kind of just gave the ball away, which, I
He
mean,
did.
that's felt like busy.
I mean, no, that's been like him this whole series. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Generally, no, but this series has been. I'm curious what he will say to cope.
Ooh. Has gets another one. Oh my god. Has keeps the Steelhawks' hopes alive only for a moment, as that's getting sent on net. Aqua does get one touch. Eli sends it at the wall. Busy gets bumped. Touche is there, gets the clear. Holy moly, Busy with the miss.
Missing again. Bad shot by
Touche,
Haz.
last man. Flo gets killed.
But you see my point though, right? Like of the like goal line shots that's just not going in today for T. It's like
Yeah.
what? And I think
Oh my
Busy,
god,
like,
I don't
even
like
his
how much on
challenges is,
defense.
yeah, I don't like Busy right now. That's all I'm saying. Has T-Shirt with a good dunk. Well, takes it up. Alco with a traditional pre-jump. Just I've seen him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have like 20% in the air this series with his stats. He just always
Yeah.
up. As
Oh,
Busy
the double
and
miss.
Eli both whiff. Not surprised.
I mean, this is such a good game. I'm not gonna lie to you. This series is absolute, just, it's a masterpiece so far.
You know,
A lot of mistakes, a lot of good shots, a lot of good teamwork, and I mean,
My
either
hope-
way.
My hope is like Flo is doing it for the content and he's gonna score at 7-11.
Okay.
Don't let Eli do
Unless, oh my god, if Eli
Don't pass
clipped
it
to
in.
win
And
the series.
Ooh. Okay, Alco just sucks.
Oh,
T-Shirt's there.
Eli, too close. Has, oh my god, almost trolled that. Oh. Eli gets 150, gets another 50.
The best
Pops up
teammate
mid.
challenger. Suppose.
Own goals and throws away the MVP. In the trash after that one. Holy moly.
Can't even comment.
He's on his way to target right now as we speak. Buying 2 or 3 more controllers.
I wish we had play again. That's it. You could not write that out.
That was tough.
Wow.
That was tough.
Well,
I mean, I guess that's content. That's not how I would have preferred it. It would have been nice if like someone clipped. But I guess it is what it is. Holy.
there's a lot of almosts from T-Shag, a couple almost nice passes and shots from Haz, but everybody else everybody else will be. I'm curious to see what all the yap and all the excuses will be. Like it's just a swim. It was just a show match. Who cares? It was.
It literally just felt like T-Shag versus Haz for like 80% of that 80% of that series.
And then it was Haz versus T-Shag, and then T-Shag versus Haz and T-Shag shooting. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But in the end, the Rochester Rhythm. I don't even know if I consider the Rochester Rhythm take it. Like, do we take it? Did Haz give it to? Like, I don't. How do we?
It's one of those things where I feel like it no one's walking away from this happy.
Yeah.
I feel like, because I know obviously my team lost.
Yeah.
But your team won in the most like unconventional, boring, goofy way. So it's like
I mean, at the end of the day, a win is a win, and there's people who have ice and there's people that don't, and unfortunately, Haz literally threw his MVP. I was saying like, regardless of what happens, I'm gonna give it to him. I take that back. I did not think that would happen. When I said regardless of what happens, that was not in my head. But I think that was especially at the end. That was very hype. That was really fun to watch, to spectate. Thank you to all the players for joining us. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Blasky. I hope you enjoy that as much as I did.
Absolutely.
Thank you to everybody who joined us. Both two amazing hosts, CT Niblack and Zoms, and all the guests, Foz, Mogi, Bryant, Seer Jaws, and J-Bay for stepping up after we had somebody drop out. And least but by no means, I said least, didn't I? Last but by no means least, Flo, Has, and Clash DA. Thank you all for joining us. This was like a trial of something that potentially might come, in the future. And I think CT also like teased a potential challenger 2v2 on the Rebels, something allegedly, hypothetically. But I gotta go swim. I will say thank you to all of you for joining us. Thank you, Blasky, again. Thank you. That was awesome to cast with you. Thank you to everybody who joined us today. And we will, if I can find my buttons to click, we will wrap it up there.
All right.
GG's. Any last words, Mr.
Blasky? Hopefully come, the last week, as well as Major, as well as LAN, if these teams match up again, that Game 7 doesn't happen the way that happened.
I mean, they play again next week, right? So, who knows?
Yeah. So, GG's.
And yeah, who knows? We might do another one of, not the show match. Well, if somebody wants a show match, just DM me. We'll talk. But another one of the / mini podcasts, I guess, pretty soon. But until then, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has been awesome. Seeing everybody engaged, all the community have fun and enjoy it has been really nice. And we will see you next time. Good boy. I gotta wait for this to end. Boom.
I got eyes up on me, they been peeping and lurking. No handouts, I just had to put the work in. On my own wave, so the flow just be surfing. Water dancing around my wrist, get it twerking and twerking. 10 toes down, but my mind ain't where earth at. Money counter sound, I done earned that. Pop at 30, give a fuck where a perk at. Get to the racks for this life, I can't turn back. Got shit going up, keep the grass shallow. Snakes moving deep, feel the clip, with hellos. The focus concrete, cause the journey filled with potholes. Pop shit, gripping grain, pumping Rollo. Run these bands up, scratch my ITs. Way I'm floating, feel like athlete. It's a marathon, RP to NIP. Once you on the road, watch how niggas get dicey. Still tatted on my body, keep it credible. When you ballin', they be on your testicles. Move them digits up from left at a decibel. Legions get to creeping in. I got eyes up on me, they been peeping and lurking. No handouts, I just had to put the work in. On my own wave, so the flow just be surfing. Water dancing around my wrist, get it twerking and twerking. 10 toes down, but my mind ain't where earth at. Money counter sound, I done earned that. Pop at 30, give a fuck where a perk at. Get to the racks for this life, I can't turn back, yeah. Eyes on you, eyes on me, eyes on you, eyes on you. Eyes on me, eyes on you. Scrapes, I done earned that. Bullshit, I swerved that. Throw with all that bird neck. You learn where verbs at. That don't tell my business. I had to learn that. Haters hear you take it, hoping, wishing you on detonate. Give a fuck, I tell them bombs away. Like I just touched down in my city up at Raymond James. Please don't tell me play it safe. I'm trying to load the safe. Can't picture me with a ceiling, less stars in the race. Bitch, I'm blessed like I choose. 101 out of Duke. Throw it down to the roof. Really do this, no fluke. She blow me like a fluke. I blow her back like a nuke. She won 3 rounds, I gave 2. I'm right back to that look. I got eyes up on me, they been peeping and lurking. No handouts, I just had to put the work in. On my own wave, so the flow just be surfing. Water dancing around my wrist, get it twerking and twerking. 10 toes down, but my mind ain't where earth at. Money sound. I done earned that. Pop at 30, give a fuck where a perk at. It's to the racks for the life, I can't turn back, yeah.
If I call, would you pick up, be honest? Cause I'm lost in my thoughts and my conscience. Baby, I'm done with this bullshit and nonsense. You said you'd be there, why'd you break that promise? Goddamn, I miss the old you, it's all the sad and different for. Bitch, I thought I told you that I ain't in a different host. Bitch, I thought I told you that I've been on a different road. So I'ma hit your phone saying something like, hey girl, how you been? Can we make up and fuck and be friends? But I guess if it's up, you're stuck. Can't make amends, is that too much to what?